Get ready for high school football action with your new Philadelphia Quakers on the Big Z Sports Network. Heard right here on WJER Radio, online at WJER.com, and on the WJER mobile app. Special features in tonight's game include the Coach's Corner Show, sponsored by Williams Floor Covering, Sugar Valley Meats, Smartway Communications, and Wood Electric. The First Federal Community Bank football forecast. The Commercial and Savings Bank keys to the game. The Wendy's starting lineup. The National Anthem, sponsored by VFW Post 1445. The Gilland Auto Body Coin Toss. Play-by-play coverage brought to you by Hanhart Insurance. The Tuscarawas County YMCA Kickoff. Make the Call, sponsored by McInturf Realty. The Pam's Posies Performance Play. The Modern Menswear Halftime Report. The Kemp Insurance Stat Report. The Game and Scoring Summary, sponsored by Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital. The Pets Place Red Zone. The Country Club Rehabilitation Campus Sideline Report. The Kent State Tuscarawas Scoreboard Update. The Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studio. The Smith Dairy Bueller's Power Up. The Cartoons and Accessories In-Game Score Update. And the Subway Player of the Game. Other sponsors include Hennis Care Center, Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics, Little Caesars Pizza, Connolly, Hillier & Welch Title Services, Solid Rock Photos, McDonald's, Cox Insurance and Financial Services, Michael's Restaurant, Omni Fiber, Troyer's Trail Bologna, Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, QO Refinishing, and Henry Heating, Cooling and Plumbing. Now get ready for live play-by-play action with your new Philadelphia Quakers. Here are your announcers, Denny Trimmer and Bill Morgan, with sideline reporter Ryan McClelland.
Hey, good Football Friday evening, everyone, and welcome into WJER's coverage of high school football playoff edition. New Philadelphia Quakers in the Division III Region 11 opener on the road at Jackson High School to take on the 8-2 Ironmen. Hi, everybody. I'm Denny Trimmer. Bill Morgan joins in just a moment. Let's throw it down to the sideline for just a brief timeout and hear from our own Ryan McClellan with tonight's first federal game forecast. Ryan, how you doing, friend?
Good, guys. Hey, it's a beautiful night for playoff football. We're here in Jackson County, and it's a nice 58 degrees. It's very calm right now, which is really nice because we're on top of a hill here. But we have a beautiful landscape. The field is enormous, and it's really nice. It doesn't feel like they're quite on top of you, so that's going to be a little bit nice to see. But I think we're in for a treat tonight, boys.
Well, thank you very much, Ryan. That's tonight's first federal football forecast, a service of First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898, member FDIC. And Bill, he mentioned the settings and the surrounding. It is beautiful down here. Jackson is a lovely place. We're kind of nestled in a hilltop here. This gorgeous newer venue built in just 2004, did they say?
That is what they said, celebrating 20 years here at the home of the Ironmen. And I guess one of the things, before we talk, Denny, X's and O's in this game, the Quakers and Jackson, similar communities. Not identical, but similar. They love high school sports in Jackson County. And probably at the very top of that list, 3 high schools in this county, is Jackson football. It will be a huge crowd tonight on the home side as they support their Ironmen. And I think we're going to see a pretty good crowd on the Quakers side, despite the 2-hour and 45-minute drive to support their Quakers.
Ironmen doing a lot of great things under the tutelage now in his 16th year of Andy Hall. This is the school's 19th playoff appearance. Oh, by the way, 12 of those under Coach Hall in just his 16th season. So he's got things certainly moving in the right direction. Well, folks, you've already heard from Bill and I upstairs here in the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studio. You've heard from Ryan down below on the field. We've got you covered for tonight's contest like no other. But if you need great coverage for your home, auto, and life, well, insurance. Yeah, we're talking insurance. Get to Hanhart. Talk to the great folks there. 330-343-7767. Hanhart Insurance on West 3rd Street in downtown Dover and online at hanhartinsurance.com. Let's take time here, and when we come back, a little more pregame. We're going to set the stage and tell you about Jackson, Ohio, Bill Morgan's limited radio career here in Jackson, Ohio, and a little bit more about the Ironmen from Jackson on this Football Friday night. That's all up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Subway refreshed their ingredients, then their menu, and now they're slicing their meats fresh. That means fresh sliced turkey, fresh sliced ham, and 2 Deli Hero subs. Try the Titan Turkey and the Home Run Ham, each piled high with double the cheese and more meat. Order your Deli Hero sub with freshly sliced deli meats today. And be sure to try all the subs on the refreshed Subway Series menu. Subway's tastiest menu upgrade yet.
Life is full of milestones: getting married, purchasing a vehicle, having children, buying a home, opening a business, planning for retirement. The list goes on, and you can enjoy these special moments even more knowing you're covered by the Hanhart Insurance Agency. Life, auto, home, disability, business, they have plans to protect you throughout all your milestones. Hanhart Insurance on West 3rd Street in downtown Dover, a trusted name in insurance for more than 100 years.
Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan, and Ryan McClellan back with you from Jackson High School, Alumni Stadium here at Jackson High School. Beautiful night for high school football, and this is the Division III Region 11 playoff opener between the number 8 seeded Jackson Ironmen and your New Philadelphia Quakers. Strange that, Bill, you would be our Quaker expert throughout the course of the season, and tonight, with your unique radio history, you're also the Jackson, Ohio expert, as you served a radio stint here in Jackson. Tell everyone about your time here in Jackson. Tell us about your knowledge of the history of Jackson football. Anything you care to tell us, all things Jackson. We're just going to wind you up and let you go.
We mentioned, Denny, in the opening segment, certainly similarities between these two communities. Not identical, but a lot of things that you'll see that are the same from a community perspective and from a football perspective that we'll get to in just a little bit. Jackson, like New Philadelphia in Tuscarawas County, is the largest city in the county. Like New Philadelphia, they are the county seat. And when you talk about the passion that the Ironmen fans have for all things athletic at Jackson High School, very similar as well to what you see in New Philadelphia. Oh, by the way, the colors of the two schools are the same. Black and red, the prominent colors. We looked into the end zone, and their end zone is red. The letters are white, outlined in black, very similar to what we see at Woody Hayes Quakers Stadium. As far as other things in the county, there are 2 other high schools in the county, and like some of the other high schools in Tuscarawas County, they are smaller than New Philadelphia. But you know what? Still, passion follows in the Oak Hill community, in the Wellston community, and Wellston and Jackson are bigger rivals. But Jackson has kind of grown from a population perspective. Wellston has not. So a lot of things are similar. There's some industrial jobs, if we want to go that far, in this community, but there's a whole lot of agriculture. And Denny, of course, we see that in our beloved T County as well.
Bill, you're a minor celebrity anywhere we go, but here when you walk into the booth at Jackson, people remember and recognize you for your time spent here as Magic Billy on the airwaves. Care to explain?
In the very early days of my radio career, this was probably
Magic Billy.
My third full-time radio job. I worked nights from 6 to midnight on what was then called Star 96.7. They had a huge signal that you could hear into the south end of Columbus and all the way down in Huntington to the south. And I tried to come up with some catchy nickname that people would remember me by. And our entire studio from 6 a.m. to midnight was on TV in addition to being on the radio. So they could see me there for better or worse. I came up with Magic Billy. I think the people remembered that. Unfortunately, so did our owner and general manager in the very first staff meeting. He looked at me in his big, gruff radio voice and said, "Magic Billy, what's so magical about you?"
That's a question many of us are still asking today. Well, if you want some magic regarding tonight's contest, we're going to get the magical thoughts of head coach Mike Johnston. He's going to break down the X's and O's and let you know about what his team needs to do tonight to take care of business and move on to Week 12. But to do that, well, they're going to have to knock off a very talented Jackson team. We'll get his thoughts in the Coach's Corner. That's up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
We love our pets, accidents and messes included, and Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect Carpet helps you love them even more with protection from everyday messes and odors. Shaw Pet Perfect Flooring from Williams Floor Covering features built-in protection from stains, fading, and pet hair. Make tails wag with Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect, designed for you, perfect for your pet. Right now, save $2 a yard on Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect styles only at Williams Floor Covering, 122 South Worcester Avenue by the bridge in Dover.
Need top quality auto body and collision repairs? WJER Refinishing in Dover has you covered. For over 75 years, they've delivered exceptional unibody and frame repair, bodywork, painting, detailing, and glass replacement. They specialize in repairing cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all backed by a 100% guarantee on bodywork and painting. Committed to unparalleled service and quality, WJER Refinishing is your trusted choice. Visit them at 435 Race Street in Dover or online at KewaAutobody.net. Call or stop in for a free estimate today.
It's the Coach's Corner Show, a production of WJER and Big Z Sports, in partnership with Williams Floor Covering, Sugar Valley Meats, Wood Electric, and Smartway Communications. And now, here is your host, Denny Trimmer, with Coach Mike Johnson.
Coach, we've talked about it now for what feels like more than a month. These are must-win games, or we want to get to the postseason. This is where it's at, and it all came to a head Friday night against the Tornadoes. Your best game of the season springboards you into the postseason in the 9 slot, and really an impressive performance at home against the Tornadoes.
Yeah, I was really happy with our performance. I thought our kids came out and they knew the game plan, they knew what was expected of them, and then they executed really from the opening kickoff on. There were some times where we were able to get up, score a couple points, get a couple score lead, and then any time that there was an answer, I thought our guys did a great job kind of responding back.
We talked all night long about Keaton Fossil, the 4 touchdowns passing, the big plays from C.J. Carlisle. But you know what? Your defense really set a tone of its own by keeping Dover off the scoreboard in the early portions of that game to give you that space to breathe.
Well, and that goes back to that complementary football that we love. In our defense, we didn't get some of the turnovers that we got earlier in the season, but they get out, they play fast, they play physical, they run to the ball. And as an offense, sometimes that can be demoralizing if you can't get that momentum going. And I thought our defense does a great job of slowing down offenses, keeping them out of the end zone, and allows the offense to get the ball back in their hands.
Mike, probably the most well-rounded game the team has had all year.
I think so too. I think I was really happy. Special teams, neither team punted a whole lot, so we didn't see as many special teams, as normally we do. But I thought, as far as offensive efficiency, our team was able to move the ball, nice long drives, chunk plays down the field, and then get in the end zone. And our defense got after them. I think we had 8 sacks, which is a big deal.
8 sacks is a huge deal. I don't know if it felt huge or as huge as they were going along as perhaps the opening kickoff felt. You talk about throwing the first punch. It came just seconds into the game when CJ went 85 yards, almost got you on the scoreboard with that run. But the energy in the building, off the charts.
Without a doubt. And he's electric when he has the ball in his hand. He proved it. I mean, he had that nice long return. He took a jet sweep to the house, tiptoeing down the sidelines, which was, you're like, well, what's next? What's the next play? And then he starts running, like, well, we'll save that one for the next drive. And then going up and catching a ball right here in the corner of the end zone was huge right before the half.
Huge. Philadelphia's Mike Johnson, excited as I am. He is our guest today on WJER's Coach's Corners. We get you set for playoff football, Week 11 versus Jackson. The Ironmen 5-0 in their Frontier Athletic Conference, unbeaten champions, 8-2 on the season. And like many teams we've seen this year, they bring a big stud quarterback to the table with their big right-handed junior.
Oh, they got the quarterback's a big physical kid. He'll toss the ball out on a sweep and then get out in front and lead block. He's like an old school football player. You love what he does. And then they have a running back who's a power runner, big kid. He runs through tackles, and their offensive line opens a lot of holes. So it is a big power running attack that we're going to have our hands full with trying to slow down and stop.
Okay, we played our best game of the season 1 week ago. How do you build from that and make sure that it's not the top of the mountain and you start to hit the point of diminishing returns? How do you keep building here as we want to move on past Week 11?
Yeah, well, I mean, it comes down to, just taking it a day at a time. Mondays, we get acquainted with our opponent. Tuesdays, it speeds up because now we know what we're supposed to do. Let's do it a little bit faster and let's start getting a couple miles on it. Wednesday, it speeds up a lot. And then it's time to be ready on Thursday. So, time everything up and get it ready for game night. So it comes down to, I think, trying to keep things as similar as possible for our kids, but also, talk about the excitement that is the playoffs. This is the 17th time New Philadelphia has ever made a playoff appearance. We've won 5 games. It's only been 3 teams at New Philadelphia have ever won in the postseason. Like, this is an opportunity to go win, to do something special in this community. And as special as last week is, this is also special, and let's be excited about it.
And in order to get there, maybe one thing the Quakers are going to have to do better than they've done all season long to get that dub.
I think it's going to be win first down. I mean, really, I think winning first down on both sides of the ball is really going to set the tone for us.
Okay, Mike, we wish you the best of luck. Go Quakers.
Thanks, Denny.
We'll be back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
This has been the Coach's Corner Show, a production of WJER and Big Z Sports, in partnership with Williams Floor Covering, Sugar Valley Meats, Wood Electric, and Smartway Communications. Big Z Sports and WJER, the combined sports voices of the Valley.
If you're looking to make someone smile or brighten a day, call the floral experts at Pam's Posies. Pam's delivers beautiful, fresh bouquets daily for any occasion. Visit Pam's on the Boulevard across from the hospital. You can grab and go unique designs from their large 15-foot cooler. They also have houseplants, gifts, seasonal decor, boutique items, and so much more. Get unique designs with beauty and elegance every time at PamsPosies.com. That's PamsPosies.com.
Consider Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover for all of your senior care living needs. Country Club offers assisted living, skilled nursing, rehabilitation, and long-term care. They are also the only facility in Tuscarawas County offering respiratory and ventilator care. Country Club was thoughtfully designed to ensure residents felt comfortable in their own home and features many special touches that make it more than just an assisted living and rehab facility. Tours are always available, so call them to schedule one today. Online at countryclubretirementcampus.com.
It's time to level up your service with Omni Fiber's 100% fiber internet. We're expanding our network to connect more communities to the power of fiber. Enjoy premium Wi-Fi, free installation, speeds up to 2 gig, and our 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit omnifiber.com/radio to learn more. Welcome to the Fiber Hub.
When it comes to one of the most important transactions of your life, you need a team that understands you. Republic State Mortgage. Proudly supporting our local community, Republic State Mortgage specializes in FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans to help you find your way home. Call 330-339-4335 today. Republic State Mortgage, 1234 4th Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. Building relationships one home at a time.
NMLS number 211540, NMLS ID 62411, an equal housing lender.
And our thanks to Dan and Ruth Long of Republic State Mortgage for providing us with the mobile studio that we're broadcasting from tonight here at beautiful Alumni Stadium in Jackson, Ohio. Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan, Ryan McClellan with you. This is Division III Region 11 playoff football opening round here, Week 11. And Bill, anytime you get past Week 10, that extra week of seasoning just helps further develop the program, as we've seen, and you and I have kind of marveled at this. Dan Ift at Dover, who's also playing in a playoff game tonight, has coached in more than 40 playoff games in his career at Dover. Do you think that has added to the development of his teams over the years?
Well, there's no question, Denny. That is a positive, that is a plus, that is a benefit, and Mike Johnson was telling you and I earlier in the week, he may have even mentioned it during our Coach's Corner. This New Philadelphia football team, especially since the playoffs expanded, they have made a ton of playoff appearances. The number of times they won a game in the postseason is very limited. I think he said 4. So if they could win this game tonight to advance on to what would be the regional semifinals, that would be a huge feather, if you can really put a feather in a football helmet.
Well, and Bill, to be specific, this is the 17th playoff appearance historically for the Quakers, and you were so close. They've only won 5 games in those 17 seasons in which they've had playoff games to play. So you're right, Mike Johnson, and only 3 times has a team won. So a couple of those teams have won multiple games along the way. Mike Johnston telling this group, guys, you have a chance to do something historical. Let's go on a run. Certainly the Quakes playing their best ball at the right time of the season.
Well, and let's be perfectly honest. I think we've done that all year long, Denny, with the listeners. Don't get me wrong. We cheer for the Quakers, but I think people really wanted to see what Mike Johnston, the Mike Johnston program, would do going into this year. And if you would have said way back in August, this team's going to go 7-3. Coach Johnston will be 2-2 against Dover after 4 opportunities and play for a chance to win in the opening round. Most Quaker fans would have said, I'll take that right now.
I will definitely take that. And, Bill, I can think back to that very first two-a-days segment we did for Big Z Sports. That was your end. You wanted to know. That was the burning question that you had is, will Mike Johnston put his impression on this team this year to where we finally know what a Mike Johnston football team looks like? And I think we're getting a glance at that. You're right.
Well, we are, and we mentioned also during that show you were talking about, Denny, this is the first time a Quaker football program in 4 years has had nobody that was coached by Matt Dennison, and that's no disrespect to the tremendous accomplishments that Coach D had here as the all-time winningest coach in football. But you're right, a chance, especially tonight with a postseason win for Coach Johnston to do just that.
So, Bill, that dovetails into our commercial and savings bank keys to tonight's game, and that's where we always throw it right to you for something the Quakers are going to have to do and really be impressive at it tonight to come out on top. What do you see?
Well, Denny, I'm just reflecting back to my notes from week number 10.
I've not known you to take notes.
I'm reflecting back to my notes from week...
Mental notes, perhaps.
There you have it. The same thing they did last week against Dover. Not exactly, but in 2 major areas. Cut way down on the number of penalties, which they did last week. Did they have 0 penalties? No, but they cut way down on the overall number of those penalties. And also, New Philadelphia is going to have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's something, Denny, they've done successfully all year long with a huge plus-minus margin in terms of turnovers that they've got, turnovers that they've given up. That is key to tonight's matchup.
Billy's keys to tonight's game, a service of Commercial and Savings Bank with locations in New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, Bolivar, and Janaden Hutton. With CSB, you gain more than convenient access to products and services. You're invited into a network of relationships. That sounds good. They contribute to the well-being of our community. Learn more at csb1.com. Let's break here. When we come back, even more pregame. We're going to talk defense. This defense has been a staple for Mike Johnston all season long. We're going to talk up the D. That's up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Attention local businesses. Are you looking to expand, invest, or start a new venture? This is Chris Delatorre at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We know that growing your business takes more than just hard work. It takes the right financial partner. At CSB, we offer a range of commercial lending solutions tailored to your unique needs. From equipment financing to expansion loans, our team of experts is ready to support your success. Call or text us at 800-654-9015 to discuss your business goals today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, empowering local businesses. Member FDIC.
At Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, world-class care is close to you, with multiple locations ready to provide the care you need in Tuscarawas County. Our dedicated team offers a wide range of specialty and surgical care, from orthopedics and sports medicine to urology and women's health. Cleveland Clinic is investing in your community with innovative technology and a growing network of specialists to meet your unique healthcare needs. For every patient, for every care in the world. To learn more, visit unionhospital.org.
Since 1912, people have enjoyed the delicious taste of Troyer's Trail Bologna. Whether it's off the ring, on a sandwich, or with cheese and crackers, one thing is for sure, you know it will be delicious. Troyer's Trail Bologna, 5 generations and over 110 years of quality and tradition. Look for Troyer's Trail Bologna at your local grocery store and check them out online at troyerstrail.com. Good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
Welcome home to the serenity and the hospitality of the Hennis Care Center in Dover and in Bolivar. Since 1947, 4 generations of the Hennis family have stood as leaders in the area with up-to-date facilities and caring, compassionate staff. With the care, safety, and happiness of every resident in mind, Hennis Care Center is a home filled with love, laughter, and amenities like chef-prepared meals, rehabilitation services, and social activities. To learn more, visit them online at henniscarecenter.com.
Don't forget, we'll have a Subway Player of the Game at the conclusion of this contest, like we've done all season long and for many, many seasons past. Our thanks to the Fitzgerald family and their locally owned Subway restaurants. Subway, eat fresh. Bill, coin toss unfolding down on the field. Quakers are going to take football to start things. We know where that turned. We know what that did last week in terms of flipping the ignition switch. We'll see if we get similar results tonight.
For the second consecutive week, the Quakers win the toss, and instead of we'll defer until the start of the second half, we're going to take the football, and as Denny alluded to, the spectacular 85-yard kickoff return to start the matchup with the Crimson Tornadoes by C.J. Carlisle was huge.
That's the Gillen Auto Body Shop coin toss, offering complete auto collision repair. That's Gillen Auto Body. Free estimates, lifetime guarantee on all work completed. Doesn't get any better than that. 416 Cary Avenue Northwest in New Philadelphia, the Gillen Auto Body Shop. Our thanks for the Gillens jumping in the broadcast this year, sponsoring the coin toss each week. Bill, time to talk defense. And this New Philadelphia defense, when it's been a different player seemingly all season long on the offensive side, we know that you can count on what the Quakers have done defensively. A quick look at the numbers. They're allowing just 17 points per game, less than 130 yards rushing per game, less than 200 yards passing per game. So they really are keeping teams buttoned up. 29 sacks on the season, but here are the big numbers, the turnovers. They have intercepted 16 passes and recovered 8 fumbles on the season. You talk about some guys playing opportunistic, see ball, hit ball, strip ball, scoop and move with it ball. It's been this Quaker defense all season long.
And they will have to rise to another challenge, and Denny, if you will, a different challenge than they've had all season. A running back who's not only good, but he is big and strong. The talented senior from Jackson, 6'2", 220 pounds, Nolan Johnson. The Quakers have faced some backs, Denny, that are quick. They've faced some backs that are strong, but big and strong and able to get up and down the field. That's a challenge that he'll present tonight, and we'll see if the defense can answer the bell.
In watching some tape this past week of the Ironmen, not only does Johnson give them a threat running the football, and he is a big dude, by the way, at 6'2", 220. He has some pull-away speed when he gets to that next level. And, Bill, if they get to this point tonight, it's going to be tough sledding. They have shown success in the screen game with him as well, where they get everybody moving one direction and just throw it back to the other side of the field. 2 lead blockers and a couple of plow horses that they've got up front, out in front of him. And look out, because with that size and with that speed and 2 giants in front of him, Johnson certainly can make the most of it. He is the Frontier Athletic Conference Player of the Year, is the Jackson senior Nolan Johnson. That's a look at the Quaker defense and what they're up against tonight. We're going to take time here. We will dive into some of the numbers for the Quakers offensively, start moving things down, get you our Mac and Turf Realty Make the Call segment, and continue to move forward towards tonight's opening kickoff. We're about 15 minutes away. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
We are the Tyson family, and we would like to invite you to come visit your Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Fall is in the air, and there's never been a better time to try the delicious, mouth-watering, deep dish pizza at Little Caesars. Pair your pizza with the crazy bread, crazy sauce, and a 2-liter of Pepsi, and Little Caesars is your one-stop for your game day party. Delicious pizza, mouth-watering wings, zesty cheese breads, crisp made daily salads, crazy bread, and more.
Come visit us at Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services can assist property owners with navigating the real estate sale and closing process and sale-by-owner transactions, including home sales and vacant ground sales. The staff at Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services prepares purchase agreements and transfer deeds in sale-by-owner situations. Give Office Manager Renee Beam a call at 330-602-1800 to discuss your sale-by-owner matter.
McInturf Realty is giving away a state-of-the-art 50-inch smart TV, and it could be yours. Hi, this is Jan McInturf. Imagine enhancing your home entertainment experience with this fantastic prize. Entering is easy. Just go to McInturfRealty.net. The lucky winner will be announced from Quaker Stadium on the morning of the Dover, New Philadelphia game, October 25th, live on WJER Radio. Don't miss out on the 2024 McInturf Realty TV giveaway. Enter today at McInturfRealty.net. And when you are looking for a new home for that new TV, make the call.
Separate yourself from the crowd and be a rock star at Solid Rock Photos. Hi, I'm Denny Trimmer, inviting you to our new studio home at 128 North Broadway in the heart of downtown New Philadelphia for an unforgettable rock star photo experience. You can learn more online at solidrockphotos.com and all of our social media platforms, or give us a call 330-795-0334.
Back in the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studios, Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan with you from Alumni Stadium in Jackson, Ohio, getting you set for playoff football. New Philadelphia made the long trip. What do you think, Bill? 2 hours, 45 minutes?
In the car that the radio station provides with you driving, perhaps at legal speed limits, perhaps not. On the buses the team and the band came down on, I'm sure it was a minimum of 3.
Well, they also stopped to somewhere in Athens to get off the bus to stretch the legs a little bit, and then got back on for the remainder of what would have been maybe 45 minutes or so from Athens to here. Beautiful night and a beautiful setting here in Jackson for tonight's contest. We're getting set to go down for the national anthem, but before we do that, Bill, you've got the McInturf Realty Make the Call. You know who the officials are tonight. What do we have?
Well, we do, and Denny, important thing to note for people who don't know this, many do, but the officials who officiate in these tournament games earn their way there. It's not some roll of the dice and they put 6 guys out there. They have earned their way by coaches' rankings throughout the course of the year. 6-man officiating crew. The referee for tonight's game is Matt Thompson, and we will give you some information on how they put these crews together coming up in a moment, but I think we're about ready to get together for the national anthem.
Sure. Thanks to Jan McInturf and his team for our Make the Call segment. We want to congratulate last week's winner, Crystal Edwards. She took home that big TV as a part of the McInturf Realty TV giveaway. Billy, I think we've got a moment to explain what you were getting into.
Well, one of the things to remember about officials, whether you're watching a game for New Philadelphia at Woody Hayes Quaker Stadium or on the road, normally the 6 or 5 guys making the calls in the game, they work together all year long with one another, with games on the road, games closer to their collective homes or not. However, when they get to the playoffs, maybe communications might be an issue because these 6 guys officiating tonight have not officiated together all year. So I'm sure they're very capable. They know the rule book backward and forward. But in terms of communications between the referee and the back judge or the umpire, that could be a little bit different tonight for those 6 gentlemen.
So it would be like if you and I got split up for the postseason.
If I had to go do a game with Bill Hammerstrom and you had to do one with Travis McClellan.
Ouch. Well, let's go down to the field. We're getting you set for the opening kickoff here, but here's tonight's national anthem courtesy of VFW Post 1445. The Jackson Marching Band with tonight's national anthem, service of the VFW Post 1445, where they're proud of the scholarships they award to local students, as well as their food pantry and their veteran support program, which provides assistance with rent and utilities to area veterans. To learn more, call the Post, 330-343-5987. Time now to take a look at our Wendy's starting lineup. So we're going to give you the starting 11 on offense and defense for both teams. Bill, as our expert in all things Jackson, tonight you have the starters for the Ironmen.
Jackson under the guidance of 16th year head coach Andy Hall. They will start on defense, so we'll give you their defensive starters first. Across that defensive line, 6', 220-pound senior Bryce Delaney. He's joined by a junior and a big one in the middle of that D-line, Colson Oyer, 6'1 and 260. The other defensive lineman, 5'10", 190 senior Wes Clagg. And the linebacking core, Ryan Taylor, 6'1", 210, 5'10", 180 Tucker Williams. The guy we told you about on offense for Jackson, 6'2", 220-pound senior Nolan Johnston. The other backer, number 11, Gavin Jones, a senior. And the defensive backfield, the corners, 6' sophomore Kristen Gillum, along with number 20, junior Eli Ray. The safeties, 5'11" and a junior, Ryan Simets, and 5'10" and a sophomore, Gavin Seitz. And the starters on the offensive side of the ball for the black and red of Jackson. The left tackle, and he's a dandy, 6'5", 290, only a sophomore, Jace Sturgill. Also on the left side, junior Jeb Thompson at 260 pounds. In the middle of that offensive line, the center for Andy Hall, 240-pound senior Hunter Seitz. The right side of that offensive line, 6'1" senior Colson Oyer. And the right tackle, Jacob Allen. He is a junior. In the backfield, the quarterback, 6'2", 190-pound junior Bodie Wolford. And at the running back spot, we've told you about him already, Nolan Johnson, 6'2", 220. The H-back is senior Ryan Taylor, the tight end, number 11, Gavin Jones. And the wide receivers, you'll see them rotating in and out, 6'2" junior Charlie Woodard, 5'11" junior Eli Ray, 5'10" senior Tucker Williams, and 5'11" junior Ryan Simets. A look at the Jackson starters on offense and defense. We'll take a timeout and hear from our longtime partner at Wendy's. And when we come back, your voice of the Quakers, Denny Trimmer, looks at New Philadelphia's starting 11 on offense and defense here on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
You are smack dab in the middle of the Wendy's starting lineups. Wendy's, where quality is their recipe. Let's take a look at the starting 11 on offense for fourth-year head coach Mike Johnson and his New Philadelphia Quakers. Across that front line, the familiar tackles, number 75, the 6'5" senior Boston Crowell, number 78, 6'2" senior Jackson Corns. The guards, the left guard, number 52, 6 feet, 180-pound Cohen Winters. He's a junior. And number 50 is 6 foot, 225-pound senior Brody Lindsay. The center, he is all that, 6'3", 325, and a senior, number 54, Hawk Walkley. The tight end, number 13, the 6-foot junior Jackson Norris. And then a talented group of wideouts. Number 4, Pete DiDonato, 34 grabs and 6 scores on the year. Carson Long, 6-foot senior, 40 catches, 4 touchdowns for number 12. Carter Watson has come on in recent weeks, has 8 catches now on the season, averaging 11 yards. All of these receivers averaging double figures in yardage. And C.J. Carlisle, number 9, the 6-foot, 165-pound junior, Mr. Excitement. Big play C.J., 37 catches, 666 yards, an average of 18 yards per catch, and 9 scores. Quakers running back is number 32, Colston Fox, the sophomore with 372 yards on the ground and 5 scores. another 85 yards and a score through the air. And the straw that stirs the drink, Keaton Fossil, the 6'1 senior quarterback, completes 68% of his passes, 1,788 yards, and 20 touchdown strikes. He's also the team's leading rusher with 593 yards and 11 more scores. Let's break here. When we come back, I'll serve up. Well, I'm not going to serve anything up. I'm going to keep on reading. Let's take a look at that Quaker defense. Sorry about that, folks. I'll get with you here in just a moment. Boston Crowell's going to anchor things on the front line. Jackson Corn's in the middle of that front line. We've mentioned those two as they're both way starters. Getting the nod at the other line position at the opposite end is going to be Miles Tyson, who is outstanding in the matchup against Dover, the 5'10", 175-pound junior. The linebacking core has been outstanding, and it has been the strength of an overall very strong defense. Number 3, the 6' senior Brody Gillen, 65 tackles, including 11 tackles for loss. The outstanding sophomore, Caleb Crothers, number 28, 95 tackles. That marks him at second on the team in tackles. 10 sacks, 3 fumble recoveries, and an INT. Vince Magoni, the team's leading tackler, 99 tackles, 4 sacks, and an INT. And the Mad Dog, Aiden Matthews, probably played his best game of the season last week against the Tornadoes in the big rivalry matchup. Number 7, the 5'9 senior, 69 tackles, 3 sacks, including 5 tackles for loss. The secondary is talented as well. It's Pete DiDonato and Carter Watson at the corners. The safeties, Keaton Fossil and Carson Long, they have combined for 7. My apologies. They have combined for 9 interceptions, including 2 pick sixes. That's a look at your Quaker offense, your Quaker defense. Billy gave you the Jackson starters on both sides. Those are your Wendy's starting lineups. A service of your local Wendy's restaurants. Wendy's, where quality is their recipe. One more break and we'll be back with tonight's opening kickoff. It's the Quakers and the Ironmen. Up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
At Gillen Body Shop, they know that when their business is needed, it's never planned, and that can cause you quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for you by making sure the work is completed right the first time. And Gillen Body Shop's experienced staff gives all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philly, or find them on Facebook.
Our sideline reports are a service of the Country Club Rehabilitation Campus, and they feature Ryan McClellan like they've done all season long. Ryan, we're going to go downstairs one more time. What is the vibe down on the field?
Yeah, guys, it's playoff football. It's nothing surprising here. It's electrifying on this field. Both teams are pumped up, ready to go, and I know the Quakers are excited to keep on trucking like they have the last 5 weeks, especially after last week as well.
Time for the Tusk County YMCA kickoff. Stronger for you, stronger for us, stronger together. The Tusk YMCA now offers a 24/7 fitness center. Find your passion, find your why. Visit the Y today on Monroe Street in Dover. Well, Billy, it's starting to feel like a playoff game to be sure. Thatcher Brown going to tee it up, the junior for the Ironmen. Colston Fox. And big play, CJ deep to return. Now, as we get moving into this thing, I want you to explain to the listeners how they determine where CJ is going to line up, because it's been in a couple of different places throughout the course of the season. This is boom down to the 1 yard line. This is Fox at the 1, has it at the 10, 15. He gets nailed at the 20 yard line. Welcome to Jackson County.
Well, normally we'll see CJ line up on the right side of that kickoff formation. Tonight he was on the left. The reason he was there, New Philadelphia scouts and says, where does this team go the majority of the time when they kick off? They determined it was left, but guess what? This ain't Andy Hall's first rodeo. He knew where CJ was. He kicked smartly to the opposite side of the field.
Credit senior Bryce Delaney for ringing the bell, if you will, that time as he drilled Fox on the far side of the field. Glad to have you with us on WJER.com. And for those of you watching, courtesy of Claxon Sports, Claxon Communications, glad to have you with us. Parker Rieger on the first pass of the game has it tipped and almost intercepted. Bill, they came out in that formation that featured Fossil split out. The sophomore quarterback, Parker Rieger, threw to the left side, intended it for Fossil. Pass batted down, incomplete.
Well, that's something. We've seen that formation, that play several times. Interestingly enough, I was telling Jackson radio man Dan Dobbins, here's something to watch out for, and the Quakers go with it the first play from scrimmage.
Fossil, orbit motion, hands off to Tyson in the backfield this time. Tyson crosses the 25, might have the 26-yard line. He does have it. Picks up about 5 by the run that time by the junior.
Well, I think we will see Miles, as we just did there, Denny, but a lot more offensively. You want your best guys tonight with their hands on the football. Certainly Miles is that.
Miles battling back from injury. We've seen him exclusively pretty much on the defensive side of the football in the past 2 weeks. Now he takes a wheel route. Takes a shot on the far sideline, couldn't hang on to the football, would have had enough for the first down, but it's going to bring up 4th down and a punting situation for Brody Gillen. You talk about wanting to get the ball to your playmakers in space, that time right play call. Credit Jackson with a good defensive play that time by breaking that up.
Well, the Ironmen can get things done, much like New Philadelphia can, on both sides of the ball. They did on the Quakers' opening possession of the night.
Ryan Simons, the outstanding receiver and do-it-all guy, is going to let this one roll, and it takes a New Philadelphia roll. Look at this thing go. Inside the 20 now, all the way down to the 18-yard line, where Jackson will set up shop.
Denny, 56 yards on the punt. Quakers will take that every time.
And this is going to be our first look at a very talented Ironmen offense. This unit averages 39 points per game. And though they favor a heavy dose of running, they can spread you out like they do here on first down with 4 wide. Trips to the left. Johnson the lone back. Whistle stops play, and false start on the offense. Move Jackson back a little bit more.
Bodie Wolford, the talented junior quarterback. His older brother, Cade, is currently a freshman running back, DT in the Mid-American Conference at Kent State.
Didn't you, with your vast knowledge of all things Jackson, didn't you say his father was also a terrific player back in the day?
One of the greatest running backs in the history of Jackson football, Shane.
Well, the inside give that time and nothing doing for Nolan Johnson. Gillen among others on the stop. Give him a yard, 2nd down, 14. Clock ticking at 10.5 to go, first period. Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan with you from the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studio here in Jackson. Jackson pretty deliberate, getting in and out of the huddle. 3 backs now and a power formation. They're going to toss sweep, and this will be Johnson. And the interesting thing to watch here, and if you're watching the game on the stream, what you'll see a lot of times on these toss sweeps is the quarterback, Brody Wolford. Billy, 6'2", 190. He'll toss the ball, then he'll help lead the blocking.
You don't see that too often, not even in high school football, DT.
Gain up to the 23-yard line. 3rd down, though, 3rd and 6.
After the Quakers went 3 and out on their first possession, defensive coordinator Shane Watson would like nothing more than to see his defense do the same.
Wolford with time out of the gun, now getting flushed. Boston Crowell on the chase. Wolford dumps it out of bounds, pass incomplete. A late push that time from Caleb Crothers, the sophomore linebacker, helped force the action. Boston wasn't going to catch him from behind, but Crothers came in with a great speed that time, and Bill really shut that play down.
Well, all of this goes back to the outstanding punt we saw from Brody Gillen, and you hear quite often, flip the field. He certainly did that, and then the Quaker defense kind of picked up that special teams momentum to send Jackson 3 and out.
Thatcher Brown in punt formation. He's going to kick it from about his own 10. Lucky to get that off. Fox fair caught at the 45-yard line. So good field position here for New Philadelphia, 1st and 10.
And I know both possessions for Jackson and New Philadelphia, Denny, were 3 and out, but kind of crazy to think we've whistled through 2 collective possessions and only used up 2 minutes and 43 seconds of clock time.
Oh, it's going to be late night getting home, honey. 1st and 10, red and black. Fossil in the pistol with Fox on his left hip. They're going to hand this time. This is C.J. Carton. I'm sorry, that's Pete DiDonato. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. Christian Gillum up from the secondary on the stop. Tucker Williams also there.
Well, this Jackson defense, much like the New Philadelphia coaching staff, spent a ton of time over the past 6 days looking at film, and they're going to be prepared.
Tight end right is Norris, as are Long and DiDonato split. CJ left. Snap goes between Fossil's legs, and they're going to lose big-time yardage back to the 30-yard line, loss of about 15.
Well, and Denny, I don't want to say it's the first, but it's very close to being the first since Hawk Walkley took over at center. Many, many good snaps. That one was not the case that time around.
Low fastball. And when you're 6'1" like Keaton Fossil, you want that ball delivered about waist high to chest high. You don't want to have to bend down to get it. And that time it was about the shoe tops. And you're right, Bill, since Hawk has come in at center, he's been very steady. Not only is he taking up a lot of space up front, he's also been delivering the snaps. That one was chest high. Fossil now spins out of a tackle, looks to throw. Now he's going to slide down at about the 29-yard line, and perhaps a heady senior moment that time, Bill, knowing that there was nothing downfield, just slid, took the knee. It'll bring up 4th down and what is 27 yards.
Well, Keaton, you know what? He brings a lot to this team offensively and defensively. From his play in the defensive backfield, he knows he's going to have to be here all night tonight for this team to have a chance to win and go to Week 12.
Gillen with a right-footed punt into the air that's caught, fair caught at about the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. Jackson will take over from there. In remembrance of Doug Wills, after select New Philadelphia games, Smith Dairy, Bueller's, and Tuscarawas County dairy farmers have been providing the players with icy cold chocolate milk. Our thanks to Bueller's, Tuscarawas Dairy Farmers, and Smith Dairy for powering up the players with chocolate milk. 1st and 10, Jackson. Here's the hand to Johnson. Johnson makes one man miss in the backfield and lowers the shoulder and gets ahead to about the 38-yard line. Magoni on the tackle. Gain of about 5, 2nd down 5. And you can see it already just in the running style build. Nolan Johnson not one to shy away from contact.
Well, he will play collegiately. He is going to the United States Military Academy, so he'll be playing for Army at West Point.
2nd and 5. He gets the hand this time, works left side. Powers ahead, gets right to the marker. He needed the 43. They spot him right between the 42 and the 43.
Well, heaven forbid that they would actually bring the chains in now, maybe they're going to do that.
And, Bill, this is funny, but this is one of those areas you were talking about with the guys not being used to working with one another. If this is a crew that's in sync and in rhythm, they know where they're going to spot it at the right look. They're going to have the chains moving. We're already into the next play. Instead, we're taking time out to watch the chains being unfolded.
And Jackson, Denny will be shy by about 1.5 feet.
So 3rd and that, 6.5 to go, first quarter. No score between New Philadelphia and Jackson. Jackson with the football.
And Denny, nobody's asking me, but if my running back is 6'2", 220 pounds, I turn around and give the big fella the ball.
Now your quarterback's under center. He's no slouch either. And that's what they'll do. Push it ahead with the quarterback. He gains 3, 1st and 10, Jackson.
And at the 6:24 mark of the opening quarter, that's the first down by either team so far here in the opening period.
The Ironmen, the unbeaten 5-0 champs of the Frontier Athletic Conference, have picked up wins this year over Logan, Wheelersburg, Western Brown. 1st and 10, here's Johnson surging ahead. Gets to midfield. Pete DiDonato, Caleb Crothers on the bottom of that pile. In addition, they've beaten McLean, Washington, Miami Trace, Hillsboro, blasted Chillicothe in a rivalry matchup last week. 8-2 on the season. The only blemishes came to Hamilton Ross and Ironton. 2nd down 6 after the 4-yard carry. Here's the give. This is Johnson, and not this time. Boston Crowd on the Pam's Posies performance play. Order your flowers online at pamsposies.com. Delivering smiles from 732 Boulevard in Dover. Pam's Posies. And anyone watching or listening, Bill, would have been satisfied that time with a delivery from Boston Crowell. Boy, he shot into the backfield that time.
Big fella against big fella. 6'5", 275 Crowell, and Nolan at 6'2" and 220.
3rd down 7. Wolford looks to pass. Little play action. This assignment's on the right, or the left side rather. Going to be spun down after a 1st down catch. Watson with the tackle, but a slow developing play action in the backfield. They threw it out to the far left side.
So 1st down at the 34 of New Philadelphia DT as they put that ball down on the left hash.
Ryan Simons, their talented wideout, their number 1 target this season. Looked like he was kind of playing center field that time, waiting for that ball to come down. 1st and 10 at the 34. From the left hash, this is Johnson. Straight ahead, 30, 25, 20. Lowers the shoulder, runs over Pete DiDonato. Touchdown saving tackle by Carson Long. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line now. It's Jackson invading the Pets Place red zone. Pets Place, 118 Commercial Avenue Southwest on the south side of New Philadelphia. Also online at petsplaceohio.com. You can also find them on Facebook. 1st and 10. Wolford under center, turns, the left side, hands to Johnson. Johnson tries to get outside and can't do it on a great tackle by Carson Long.
So the 8th play of the drive, Denny, that's so far on the clock, having consumed nearly 4 minutes. 2nd down for the home team.
Well, no gain on the play. 2nd down 10. Great job as he's done all season long, stepping up in run support. Carson Long is amongst the team leaders. I believe he's 4th on the team in tackles with 69. Now make it 70 tackles on the season. From the left hash, double tight. They're going to give to Johnson, going to go left side. Aiden Matthews and Carson Long on the stop, but not after a gain of a few. Call it 4. 3rd down 6.
Well, I'm not in the Jackson huddle. This just in, but I think we're in 4-down territory here. I don't think even if they don't get it here that you're going to kick a field goal in the first quarter of a playoff game.
Well, I tend to agree with you, especially at home. And especially when, for the first time tonight, either team showing a little momentum. Power backfield. The turn and give. This is Johnson inside the 10. Lowering his shoulder, he's met by Carson Long. Not going to be enough for first down yardage, but Bill, as you mentioned, 4-down territory. 4th and 1. He's at the 7-yard line. They needed to get to the 6. And Coach Andy Hall has his junior quarterback, Bodie Wolford, at the sideline. They're going to march in with the play. Fourth and 1. Wide receiver split right is Simons. Power backfield, running straight ahead for the first down. It's Wolford again. Effectively, for the second time in this drive, running the tush push without the push. Just surging forward. First and goal at the 5. No score in this contest. Clock sizzling past the 1.5-minute mark. Wolford, toss sweep. This is Johnson. Johnson's going to get caught from behind and then slips out of that tackle. Brody Gillen had him at about the 3-yard line. And Bill, you talk about power running that time by Johnson, the Frontier Athletic Conference Player of the Year, surges out of that tackle and into the end zone for the 5-yard touchdown.
So Jackson strikes first on the 12-play drive that covered 67 yards.
The PAT is up in the air, and it is good as well. 1:05 remaining first period. Jackson first on the board. They lead it 7-0. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Henry Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing's High School Sports Game Day giveaway is back. Enter now before October 25th at henrygameday.com for your chance to win a Bryant Douglas mini split system with complimentary installation. The winner will be announced during WJER's halftime coverage of the 121st Dover New Philadelphia game. Contact Henry Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing for all your residential, commercial, and industrial heating, cooling, and plumbing services. Henry Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your partner to live and work comfortably.
24/7 has arrived at the Y. Join today and have your Y on your time. With a 24/7 fitness center now available for adult members, you can add the Y into your schedule anytime. Members enjoy free fitness classes like yoga, spinning, cardio, strength training, drumming for fitness, Zumba, LaBlast, water aerobics, Glide Fit paddleboard, plus free babysitting. And don't forget, the Y also has adult steam rooms, saunas, and a whirlpool. Visit TuskYMCA.org for more details or stop by the Y today.
Colston Fox with the kickoff, makes a move, 25-yard line, now reverses his field, 30-yard line, slips another tackle, 35-yard line, the sophomore's at the 40, midfield and forced out of bounds on the Pam's Posey's performance play. Also a late flag, Bill, came in, got to be a late hit out of bounds.
That's the way it looked like it will be, and we've got a Quaker down on the field, not the one who took the hit. Down at the 40-yard line, we'll look and see if we can get a number on that. But the Quaker is going to have outstanding field position after the Fox return and what we think will be a 15-yard march off on Jackson.
Fox did a beautiful job basically changing his course 2 different times in that run back, slipped a couple of tackles, and was able to keep things moving forward. And while this stretches out and they tend to that down player, we are going to take time out here with New Philadelphia trailing Jackson 7-0. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back. The Quakers start with great field position. They're at the 38-yard line of Jackson. The big kickoff return by Fox and a 15-yard penalty after the fact. Fossil goes upstairs, had a man, but pass incomplete. Had CJ out there. Also had Carter Watson in the neighborhood. Bill, just 44 seconds remaining here in first quarter action. Was that our 7th offensive play?
Correct, sir.
Jackson doing a good job on that scoring drive of chewing up clock. 2nd down and 10. It's long. Petey and CJ split left. Here's Fossil keeping and running left. Good tackle at about the 32-yard line, so short gain of about a yard.
Nolan Johnson scoring touchdowns. Denny, this time around, Nolan Johnson making tackles.
Bill, I've got breaking news for you. He's pretty good. It's very early in this contest. He's as good as any individual player we've seen this season. It certainly should be the final play of the period. The game clock and play clock aren't in sync, and that will be the last play of the first quarter. A first quarter that shows Jackson leading on the scoreboard 7-0. Back with second quarter action right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Dr. Nathan Springer, this area's orthodontic specialist, is accepting new patients. Dr. Springer's dedicated team of professionals is committed to creating beautiful, confident smiles with braces and Invisalign for children and adults. Choose from a wide variety of treatment options ranging from traditional time-proven appliances to the latest innovative orthodontic advancements. Join Dr. Nathan Springer's winning smile team today. 107 Ray Avenue in New Philadelphia, just 2 blocks from New Philadelphia High School.
Let Sugar Valley Meats help you get ready for the game with all your tailgate favorites. Their retail store features the freshest, locally raised beef, pork, and chicken. Enjoy freshly cured and smoked meats from the Sugar Valley Smokehouse, along with bologna, hot dogs, jerkies, and more. They can custom cut your order, and all meats are dressed on site, all with everyday low prices. Sugar Valley Meats, State Route 39 to Dutch Valley Drive, turn right and go 1/4 mile, celebrating over 30 years of fresh, farm-raised local meats.
Welcome back to Jackson, Ohio. We're at Alumni Stadium, where it's 3rd down and 9. Fossil delivers a strike this time that's caught, and it's going to be first down yardage for New Philadelphia. Carson Long on the receiving end that time. Bill Pam's Posey's performance play. Fossil had time, stepped up, threw the fastball.
The Quakers' first down of the night, Denny, and keeps this drive moving as they move it inside the Pets Place red zone.
Pets Place red zone. Ball going to be spotted at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10. Fossil's going to keep it and run straight ahead. Gets inside the 15 to the 14. Call it the 13. Pets Place is your locally owned leader in pet supply and wellness. You can visit them at 118 Commercial Avenue Southwest on the south side of New Philadelphia. Find them online at petsplaceohio.com or on Facebook. Bill, you know you can take your pet into the store.
Absolutely. They encourage that.
You just don't randomly go pick something out. You take your animal with you.
Let your dog pick out the dog treats he wants at Pets Place.
2nd down, 6. Fossil steps up, fires. He's got Petey. Petey going to be ripped down out of bounds, slow to get up. But Bill, a catch and another first down, this time 1st and goal, as they're going to say 5-yard line is the spot of the football. So
When it comes to one of the most important transactions of your life, you need a team that understands you. Republic State Mortgage. Proudly supporting our local community, Republic State Mortgage specializes in FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans to help you find your way home. Call 330-339-4335 today. Republic State Mortgage, 1234 Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. Building relationships one home at a time.
NMLS number 211540. NMLS ID 62411. An equal housing lender.
Bueller's Fresh Foods, an employee-owned company, supports all the students involved in local sports. In remembrance of Doug Wills, Bueller's, along with their partners, the Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers and Smith Dairy, are providing chocolate milk to players after the game. It's packed with carbohydrates, protein, fluids to rehydrate, and vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. If you'd like to join the Bueller's family, please stop by your local store or go to Buellers.com and click on Careers.
Everyone will be talking about tonight's Quaker football game at Michael's Restaurant tomorrow morning. Stop into Michael's for a homemade breakfast and recap tonight's game. Everyone will be talking about tonight's Quaker football game at Michael's Restaurant tomorrow morning. Stop into Michael's for a homemade breakfast and recap tonight's game with your fellow Quaker fans. The eggs and home fries are fresh, the coffee is endless, the hot cakes are stacked high, and Quakers young and old will be reliving tonight's game. Stop in for a bite and show your Quaker pride. Michael's Restaurant is open 7 a.m. till 1 p.m. tomorrow at 134 East High Avenue in downtown Philly. Locally owned and operated by Everyone will be talking about tonight's Quaker football game at Michael's Restaurant tomorrow morning. Stop into Michael's for a homemade breakfast and recap tonight's game with your fellow Quaker fans. The eggs and home fries are fresh, the coffee is endless, the hot cakes are stacked high, and Quakers young and old will be reliving tonight's game. Stop in for a bite and show your Quaker pride. Michael's Restaurant is open 7 a.m. till 1 p.m. tomorrow at 134 East High Avenue in downtown Philly. Locally owned and operated by proud Quaker alum Doug McCahill. Go Quakers!
Pets Place in New Philadelphia is your locally owned leader in pet supply and wellness. As your local pet store, they get to know you and your pet on a personal level. They focus on the health and wellness of your pet because they know how much they mean to you and your family. The experienced staff at Pets Place are always on hand to offer expert advice and recommend the best products for you. See them today at 118 Commercial Avenue Southwest in New Philadelphia. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 8, Saturday and Sunday 9 to 6. You can also visit at petsplaceohio.com or on Facebook.
Are you ready for a breath of fresh air? Simpson Salute Heating and Air is here to revolutionize the way you experience comfort. With years of dedicated service, Simpson Salute is not just about fixing your heating and cooling systems. They're about earning your respect. Their team of certified professionals work tirelessly, ensuring your home is the perfect temperature, no matter the season. Call them today and feel the difference dedication makes. Simpson Salute Heating and Air, working hard to earn your respect.
Welcome home to the serenity and the hospitality of the Hennis Care Center in Dover and in Bolivar. Since 1947, 4 generations of the Hennis family have stood as leaders in the area with up-to-date facilities and caring, compassionate staff. With the care, safety, and happiness of every resident in mind, Hennis Care Center is a home filled with love, laughter, and amenities like chef-prepared meals, rehabilitation services, and social activities. To learn more, visit them online at henniscarecenter.com.
You have to refresh to be fresh. And at Subway, they're always evolving to serve up craveable food and a great workplace. Subway is committed to nurturing talent and growing careers. Whether you'd like to become a part-time sandwich artist or if you're looking for a career in management, Subway wants to meet you. Subway's mission is to fuel your potential with competitive wages, flexible hours, opportunities for benefits, even a meal plan to keep you feeling fresh and full. Apply today by visiting subway.com and clicking on careers.
And Instagram, that's Modern Menswear. Let's take a quick look at the Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital game and scoring summary. Well, there's just 2 scores to report. This game looked like neither of these teams wanted to score the football, but Jackson, on their second possession, drove the length of the field, capping a 12-play scoring drive. It was Johnston on a 5-yard touchdown run. And
this is Carrie Miller,
105 to go in the first period.
Commercial and Savings Bank. We understand that time
Jackson
is money,
7,
which
New
is why we
Philadelphia
offer
nothing.
a suite of cash
Colston
management
Fox with
solutions
a big
designed
answer
to
on
streamline
the
your operations.
ensuing
From
kickoff.
online banking to merchant services, we have the tools you need to keep your business moving forward. Visit our website at csb1.com or call 800-654-9015 to learn more. The Commercial and Savings Bank, your partner in success. Member FDIC.
At Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, world-class care is close to you, with multiple locations ready to provide the care you need in Tuscarawas County. Our dedicated team offers a wide range of specialty and surgical care, from orthopedics and sports medicine to urology and women's health. Cleveland Clinic is investing in your community with innovative technology and a growing network of specialists to meet your unique healthcare needs. For every patient, for every care in the world. To learn more, visit unionhospital.org.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Consider Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover for all of your senior care living needs. Country Club offers assisted living, skilled nursing, rehabilitation, and long-term care. They are also the only facility in Tuscarawas County offering respiratory and ventilator care. Country Club was thoughtfully designed to ensure residents felt comfortable in their own home and features many special touches that make it more than just an assisted living and rehab facility. Tours are always available, so call them to schedule one today. Online at countryclubretirementcampus.com.
Are you in the market for a new car or truck? Insurance rates vary greatly from car to car. So if you're in the market for a new car, light truck, or sport utility vehicle, it pays to call the Hanhart Insurance Agency first for a quote. Find out what it will cost you to put your new vehicle on the road before you buy. The Hanhart Insurance Agency, a trusted name for over 100 years, on West 3rd Street in Dover.
We'll be there when you need us. Hanhart Insurance.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Begin your transformational experience at Kent State University at Tuscarawas, where you will feel a sense of purpose, community, and belonging. Create your own path and choose from 30 bachelor's, associate, and certificate programs. Kent State Tuscarawas is home to 8 USCAA Division II men's and women's athletic teams, 19 active student clubs and organizations, and a community dedicated to helping you succeed in achieving your educational goals. Stay close to home and spend less at Kent State Tuscarawas. You belong here.
Hey, football fans, whether you're cheering in the stands or tackling the outdoors, stay warm and dry with gear from Modern Menswear. From rain jackets to cozy quarter zips and fleece, they've got everything you need to look sharp on and off the field. And with the holidays just around the corner, it's never too early to think about gifts. Stop by Modern Menswear, because staying comfortable and prepared never goes out of style. Modern Menswear in downtown New Philadelphia, where the best dressed guys go to shop. Open weekdays 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 3.
Attention local businesses. Are you looking to expand, invest, or start a new venture? This is Chris Delatorre at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We know that growing your business takes more than just hard work. It takes the right financial partner. At CSB, we offer a range of commercial lending solutions tailored to your unique needs. From equipment financing to expansion loans, our team of experts is ready to support your success. Call or text us at 800-654-9015 to discuss your business goals today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, empowering local businesses. Member FDIC.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
From Ryan now, we're in commercials. So if he's playing commercials, they're nowhere on this halftime sheet. And welcome back to Alumni Stadium in Jackson High School. Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan with you. And this is the Modern Menswear Halftime Report. New Philadelphia 7, Jackson 7 at the break. New Philadelphia 7, Jackson 7. We want to thank you for bearing with us during some technical difficulties. We're getting those ironed out. Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan with you from Jackson High School. We're getting our technical issues ironed out, and thank you for sticking with us here during the Modern Menswear Halftime Report. Time to take a look at the Kent State University Tuscarawas scoreboard update. Let's take a look at some scores from around the area from these the Week 11 playoff matchups, the opening rounders. Indian Valley leading Heath 33-0. It's Dover 12, Granville 0. Mechanicsburg on top of Ridgewood 14-7. Eastern at 10-0 over Strasburg, who's just 3-7 on the season, but the score just 17-6 at the break. Newcomerstown 16-7 over Grove City Christian. Carrollton trailing Tri-Valley 21-0. And Garraway 21, Lakeview 7. Those scores are all at the half. Earn your degree at Kent State Tuscarawas and discover a world of opportunities, a sense of belonging, and a caring community. Save money and stay close to home. Plan your future today at kent.edu/Tusk. We are Kent State, and you belong here. 7-7 our score at the break. We'll do our best to get to those Kemp Insurance halftime stat numbers, and they should be coming up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
To be a success in football, it takes a team effort, a smart coach, a take-charge starting lineup, and cooperation. Nathan and Don Kemp and the team at Kemp Insurance are dedicated to providing a strong lineup of plans for a winning future. Let Kemp Insurance provide you with all-star coverage for your auto, home, farm, business, and life. For a secure financial future, get the winning team at Kemp Insurance on your side. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
When you think flowers for all your special occasions, think Pam's Posies on the Boulevard, across from the hospital. Pam's makes birthdays, anniversaries, and your special moments so much brighter because flowers lift spirits and deliver smiles. For unique designs with style, beauty, and elegance every time, shop local, shop quality, shop Pam's Posies on the Boulevard. Online at pamsposies.com. That's pamsposies.com.
At Gillen Body Shop, they know that when their business is needed, it's never planned, and that can cause you quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for you by making sure the work is completed right the first time. And Gillen Body Shop's experienced staff gives all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philly, or find them on Facebook.
Begin your transformational experience at Kent State University at Tuscarawas, where you will feel a sense of purpose, community, and belonging. Create your own path and choose from 30 bachelor's, associate, and certificate programs. Kent State Tuscarawas is home to 8 USCAA Division II men's and women's athletic teams, 19 active student clubs and organizations, and a community dedicated to helping you succeed in achieving your educational goals. Stay close to home and spend less at Kent State Tuscarawas. You belong here.
It's natural to think that insurance is complicated, but as an experienced farmer's agent, Shelley Cox knows a thing or two about helping make it easier by explaining your available coverage options. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or life insurance, Shelley can help walk you through the process step by step. Call Shelley Cox at Cox Insurance and Financial Services in downtown Dover at 330-364-7660 to get a quote and learn more.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers, Truck, or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
At Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, world-class care is close to you, with multiple locations ready to provide the care you need in Tuscarawas County. Our dedicated team offers a wide range of specialty and surgical care, from orthopedics and sports medicine to urology and women's health. Cleveland Clinic is investing in your community with innovative technology and a growing network of specialists to meet your unique healthcare needs. For every patient, for every care in the world. To learn more, visit unionhospital.org.
This is the Modern Menswear Halftime Report. We're at halftime at Jackson. It's the Quakers and the Ironmen tied at 7 at the break. It's time for our Kemp Insurance Halftime Stat Report, a service of Kemp Insurance, your local nationwide agent in New Philadelphia. Let's take a look first at some team numbers from the first half. It was New Philadelphia with an edge in first downs, 13-10. However, big advantage in the rushing department for Johnstown. 19 carries for 103 yards. New Philadelphia, 13 carries for -7 yards. In the passing department, New Philadelphia, 103 yards through the air for an average of just over 7 yards per play. Jackson, 29 yards passing. Total yardage, Jackson 132, New Philadelphia 87. Neither team turned the football over. The Quakers were 4 of 7 on third down. Jackson was 3 of 6. Both teams converted a fourth down. Jackson 1 of 1, New Philadelphia 1 of 3. Those are your team numbers from the first half. We'll take a look at the individual stats right after I get this break from Bill Morgan. Hi, buddy.
Hey, bud. We're going to do something we don't normally do on air. This is some behind-the-scenes magic for everybody. For Joe, our producer, for you, where we're at on the log, halftime break number 30. So when we break, we're going to go to our Modern Menswear commercial. And we think we've got everything synced back up for those of you who are watching on the stream, but listening on WJER.com on the app. You can now hear Denny's play-by-play back in the live video stream. But we've got to take a timeout here momentarily. We'll go to our Modern Menswear commercial, then Commercial and Savings Bank, and Cox and Joe, our television producer, is going to take care of that, DT. So that's where we are at. Wherever you were in the middle of where you were at halftime with the Quakes and Jackson knotted up at 7.
Second half is going to be much more exciting than
cheering
what
in the stands or tackling the outdoors. Stay warm and dry with gear from Modern Menswear. From rain jackets to cozy quarter zips and fleece, they've got everything you need to look sharp on and off the field. And with the holidays just around the corner, it's never too early to think about gifts. Stop by Modern Menswear, because staying comfortable and prepared never goes out of style. Modern Menswear in downtown New Philadelphia, where the best dressed guys go to shop. Open weekdays 10 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 3.
Why can't I hear those spots now?
Because Ryan is
Attention local businesses. Are you looking to expand, invest, or start a new venture? This is Chris Delatorre at the Commercial and Savings Bank. We know that growing your business takes more than just hard work. It takes the right financial partner. At CSB, we offer a range of commercial lending solutions tailored to your unique needs. From equipment financing to expansion loans, our team of experts is ready to support your success. Call or text us at 800-654-9015 to discuss your business goals today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, empowering local businesses. Member FDIC.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
We love our pets, accidents and messes included, and Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect Carpet helps you love them even more with protection from everyday messes and odors. Shaw Pet Perfect Flooring from Williams Floor Covering features built-in protection from stains, fading, and pet hair. Make tails wag with Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect, designed for you, perfect for your pet. Right now, save $2 a yard on Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect styles only at Williams Floor Covering, 122 South Worcester Avenue by the bridge in Dover.
When you think flowers for all your special occasions, think Pam's Posies on the Boulevard, across from the hospital. Pam's makes birthdays, anniversaries, and your special moments so much brighter because flowers lift spirits and deliver smiles. For unique designs with style, beauty, and elegance every time, shop local, shop quality, shop Pam's Posies on the Boulevard. Online at pamsposies.com. That's pamsposies.com.
Thanks for coming back with us. Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan, Ryan McClellan with you from Jackson's Alumni Stadium. This is the Modern Menswear Halftime Report. Jackson and New Philadelphia all knotted up at 7, and this is the Kemp Insurance Halftime Stat Report. Folks, we appreciate you listening, and especially on a night when we're having technical difficulties. We can't always get back to your texts telling us that we are having technical difficulties because we're doing our best to patchwork and get them put back together so we can get back on the air. It's not that we're not wanting to respond. We just are getting deluged with messages from well-meaning folks telling us that they can't hear and they want to hear, and we're doing our best to stay afloat and keep this game up for you. Let's give you some individual numbers from the first half, courtesy of Don and Nathan Kemp. Keaton Fossil, the leading passer for the Quakers, 8 of 13 in the half for 94 yards. Parker Rieger started the game out on play 1, was 0 for 1. Receiving the football, Caleb Carlisle, 3 grabs for 61 yards. P.D. DiDonato, 2 catches for 17. Carson Long, a catch for 15. And Vincent Magoni, 2 for 10. Rushing the football, Miles Tyson, 3 for 8 yards. Colston Fox, 1 for 1. Keaton Fossil in sack yardage has been credited with 8 rushes for minus 12 yards. Quickly passing for Jackson, Bodie Wolford, 4 of 5 for 29 yards. Nolan Johnson on the ground. He's been impressive. 16 carries for 95 yards. That's a look at your Kemp Insurance halftime stat report, a service of Don and Nathan Kemp and their team at Kemp Insurance on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia, your local hometown agent for more than 35 years. Bill, New Philadelphia took the football to start the game after winning the coin toss. The YMCA coin toss results now fold themselves back over to half number 2. It's going to be Jackson starting with the football as Cade Jones sends the ball into the night air. That's bounces out of bounds, hits at the 20, then bounces out of bounds. Penalty marker for the kick out of bounds. First and 10, and good starting field position for Jackson. And Bill, as helter-skelter as our technical difficulties made it for us up here, I kind of felt like the first half play-wise was that disjointed as well. Neither team could really stay in a rhythm once they had it.
And Denny, the scoreboard, kind of equates to what you're saying. It's the Quakers 7, Jackson 7. New Philadelphia with that missed opportunity late in the first half, so it's all back to the finish.
And here's Johnson working off the left side, nothing doing that time. Let's go down to our Ryan McClellan. Ryan, you have a medical report from the sideline.
Yeah, guys, it's just some precautions that they're taking. PD is going to be out the rest of the second half. He's got some mild headaches is what he's saying. They did their tests and everything. They're just going to be precautious and keep him out the rest of the game.
Thank you. Our Ryan McClellan's updates from the sideline, a courtesy of the Country Club Rehabilitation Campus in Dover. You can schedule your tour today online at countryclubretirementcampus.com. Johnson straight ahead now, and maybe a yard, maybe two. Quakers doing a good job bottling him up in the middle before he could bust out. He's been impressive thus far. 95 yards rushing on 10 carries in the first half. 3rd down and 8, what you would assume is a passing situation.
And a huge 3rd down play, DT, here in the beginning of the 3rd quarter for the Quaker defense.
Both these teams looking to play in Week 12. Wolford looks left side. He's got a man. He's going to be a yard shy of the first down. That's another grab for Simons.
And we've been impressed with his play so far tonight. In the rare instance that Jackson has passed, he showed quick feet and good hands.
Well, it looks like here, with the football at their own 44-yard line, they're at least going to give the impression that they're going to go for it. Now, they've snuck twice, with Wolford taking a snap from center and plowing ahead for first down yardage. This time, takes a step back and picks a hole off the right side for a yard and a first down. This is akin to what the Philadelphia Eagles did a season ago with quarterback sneaks. Jalen Hurts and Jason Kelsey. Just underway here in quarter number 3. Under 10 minutes to play. 7-all. New Philadelphia and Jackson tied at 7. Jackson with a first down. We had some motion in the backfield, but no whistle. Wolford has time. Now he's going to roll right and fire right side. Pass is going to be out of bounds. So the Quakers have done a good job, Bill, a couple of times when it looks like Wolford has had time to survey. They've had pretty good coverage downfield, and the big right-hander hasn't had a chance to step into one of those deep balls.
Well, Denny, and I'm not an offensive coordinator.
You're not a defensive coordinator either.
Oh, that is true. When Jackson does decide to pass, they have limited guys out in pattern. So it's not like he has a first read, a second read, a third read, maybe even a fourth option. So he may have to scramble around back there, and the Quakers doing a good job defensively, setting up a 2nd and long situation for the home team here in Jackson County.
2 tight ends, hand back deep in the eye to Johnson, and he is stuffed. Got back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. Carter Watson coming up in run support.
Brody Gillen was also attacking from the defensive line, so another big play for New Philadelphia. We can see Jackson, as they did on the previous 4th down, going forward on 4th and 1, but if Philly could set it up 4th and long, I don't think you'll see that from Andy Hall.
Wolford in the gun here. He's got pressure. He rolls left. Beats Crowell, beats Corns, but only picks up a couple on the sideline. Gets run out of bounds at the Quaker bench after a gain of 3. And, Bill, as you prescribed, this should be a Jackson punting situation. In fact, it will be as they strut the punter out onto the field. Thatcher Brown, the junior. Colston Fox standing at about his 18-yard line, awaits the kick. Bobbled the snap. Got a pretty good kickoff. He's going to take a nice roll inside the 20, inside the 15-yard line, and die at about the 13-yard line, where New Philadelphia will take over 1st and 10. 8:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. This game is tied at 7-7. New Philadelphia with the first stop of the second half. So they dodged the bullet. Now we'll see if that offense can rekindle some of the spark it showed at moments in the first half. Pete DiDonato out for the rest of the contest, so we'll see how they line up at receiver. Fossil's going to pass right side. Shallow, that's Carson Long at the 20, 23-yard line. So Long will have first down yardage on the Pams Posey's performance play. Fossil with a little time to throw at that time, and Bill, you mentioned that time he, with three guys in the pattern, had time to go through the progression, found his man Long on the right side.
And although Carson, in a normal given Quaker play call situation, isn't the first option, he's going to move up an option with Petey out of the lineup for the rest of the night.
Looks like T.R. Harriman, the sophomore, is out there. They'll give this time to Tyson. Tyson, 25, 26, 27-yard line, gets ahead maybe to the 28-yard line before being brought down. Miles Tyson, the junior's had a couple of impressive runs. And that is a big, strong kid. He's taking on first contact, and that is not slowing him down at all. Pick up a 5 on the carry, brings up second down and 5 from the 28. 7:43, that third quarter clock's a-ticking. CJ, split right, tight end right, is Jackson Norris. It's Carter Watson and Carson Long to the left. Here comes CJ on the jet sweep handoff, and that play is blown up. And that's Simons. We've called his name on the offensive side of the football, Bill. That's what you call run support.
There's a penalty flag, DT, down on the field, usually in the area where we see holding. Matt Thompson, the referee, discussing things with some of his others on the officiating crew, and here comes the call.
And I guess, folks, we're not used to seeing this, but an unsportsmanlike call going against the Quaker opponent. So this is good news for New Philadelphia. Bill, you're going to move the football here.
And I'm not sure who that went on, but after the big play with them getting CJ, Simons popped up and was sort of pumping the arms up. I did not think that was flag worthy. If that's what the call was on, we don't know what it is, but it goes the other direction. A big first down for New Philadelphia.
Bill, maybe they heard your commentary in the first half about a play you thought should have been perhaps a taunting type of foul.
Somebody may have texted in, like we have received a couple of texts tonight.
A couple, he says. 1st and 10 Quakers. Fossil with it. He's got time. Now he's rolling left. He spins out of a tackle. Fires it right side. It's going to be caught out there. C.J. Carlisle with the grab.
But I think we're going to see holding on the Quakers, bringing that completion back, DT.
Now you wonder how he had an extra second to get that pass off. Well, that's why.
The officials conferring.
Fossil with his best Houdini act, eluded one tackle, and you wonder how he did. I need a more modern magician. I don't know if America's audiences know who Houdini is anymore.
No, they don't, DT.
Who do we have?
We have personal foul, face masking on the Quakers.
Who do we have for a magician?
We'll worry about that in a second, buddy.
All right.
Just be glad your audio's linked back up with the video stream. Everybody's happy back in T County.
I'll get back to butchering Nate Muttrush. Working on a deer season. He's making deer patties and deer soup, and
he's made some very tasty turtle soup.
I think he's made squirrel soup this season, and that's another story. First down and a mile. Fossil has the snap, looks right, throws right. They set up the screen. Head to the 30, 32-yard line. Carson Long. Nice gain on first down and 29. Make it second down and half a mile. Second down, 21. Football at the 31-yard line on the right hash. Fossil in the pistol with Miles Tyson, the back behind him. Fossil, well, they're going to blow that dead, Bill, but he was up on his feet and was able to throw the football out of bounds. Gavin Jones going to get credited with a sack, I'm afraid.
So we will give you the official yardage on what will be third and about halfway back to New Philadelphia.
Wes Clegg and Gavin Jones combining.
They spot the football between the 20 and the 21, and they need to get to the Jackson 47 to pick up a first down. So my quick math would give you third and 32, and that's what the scoreboard shows as well.
A trio of receivers to the left. Fossil's going to run left and get bottled up after a very short gain. Fourth down, and let's call it 29, another Brody Gillen punting situation.
Well, and in a similar situation back in the first half, Brody got off a tremendous punt that flipped the field, and the Quakers hoping for something similar from what has been a talented punter all season long.
Came into tonight with a 40-yard average. Standing on his 10-yard line to receive the snap right now. Delivers another nice punt into the night sky, and he'll be caught by Simons, and then...
Well, if he called for a fair catch and then ran, that's a penalty.
It is a penalty, and that's... So I don't know what the home stands beneath us is in a huff about.
They should be glad that they didn't call a penalty, because one of the officials, the back judge, blew that dead. So if he signaled for a fair catch, and honestly, I did not see him signal fair catch. So,
and strangely, he did not complain when the whistles blew either. That was Simons, who does so much for this team. And their leading receiver had a couple of big tackles here already. Been involved in the return game. Now he's going to be split wide right on this 1st and 10. Here's the pitch to Johnson. Cuts it up at the 45, crosses midfield, gets to the 45 of New Philadelphia. Call it the 46. Gain of about 12. 1st and 10, Jackson. Johnson has been the most outstanding player on either side tonight. The most impressive running back. And if you like that old school kind of turn and toss the ball to your running back and watch him go, you'd love watching Jackson. That play, though, is going to get blown up in the backfield. The Mad Dog, Aiden Matthews, on the stop. Mad Dog with arguably his best game of the season last week against Dover, with a big tackle for a loss there. Brings up 2nd down, 11. As if he could sense me telling everyone how good Johnson had been doing. Double tight. Now they'll go play action out of the eye. Here's the deep ball. Down the sideline, yes, they had one man in the pattern. It's Simons. And he was one-on-one against Colston Fox. Bill just had him by a step, but a perfectly thrown football. 1st and goal. Matter of time before Bill, they were going to go upstairs, and they were able to connect. We saw the arm strength of the big right-handed quarterback. Found his man down the right side, 1st and goal. Turn in the hand, Johnson straight ahead. Johnson in for the 4-yard touchdown. Jackson 13, New Philadelphia 7. 3:14 to go, 3rd quarter. After the big pass play, they just turned and gave the football to their big senior running back, who cashed it out from 4 yards away. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with the score 14-7 and 3:14 to go in the third, New Philadelphia finds themselves trailing by a score. Back with more third quarter action right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Pets Place in New Philadelphia is your locally owned leader in pet supply and wellness. As your local pet store, they get to know you and your pet on a personal level. They focus on the health and wellness of your pet because they know how much they mean to you and your family. The experienced staff at Pets Place are always on hand to offer expert advice and recommend the best products for you. See them today at 118 Commercial Avenue Southwest in New Philadelphia. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 8, Saturday and Sunday 9 to 6. You can also visit at petsplaceohio.com or on Facebook.
Are you ready for a breath of fresh air? Simpson Salute Heating and Air is here to revolutionize the way you experience comfort. With years of dedicated service, Simpson Salute is not just about fixing your heating and cooling systems. They're about earning your respect. Their team of certified professionals work tirelessly, ensuring your home is the perfect temperature, no matter the season. Call them today and feel the difference dedication makes. Simpson Salute Heating and Air, working hard to earn your respect.
Jackson 14, New Philadelphia 7. Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan with you from the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studio at Alumni Stadium here in Jackson. Johnston just ran it in for a 4-yard score to give Jackson the lead. Colston Fox bobbles the opening kickoff, gets it ahead to the 15 and gets stuffed at the 18-yard line. Man down, though, for Jackson. Timeout on the field. We will take time right here as well. 3:07 to go in the third quarter. 14-7 Jackson. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Smith Dairy, family owned and operated since 1909, supports all students in sports. Dairy can only be its freshest if it's local. That's why Smith stays local with over 100 local Ohio dairy farmers who stay true to tradition and won't budge to cut corners. From chocolate milk to cottage cheese and ice cream, Smith's offers a wide variety of premium dairy products for any and every occasion. Look for Smith's signature yellow packaging at your favorite local retailer near you. Smith Dairy, tradition you can taste.
Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services can assist property owners with navigating the real estate sale and closing process and sale-by-owner transactions, including home sales and vacant ground sales. The staff at Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services prepares purchase agreements and transfer deeds in sale-by-owner situations. Give Office Manager Renee Beam a call at 330-602-1800 to discuss your sale-by-owner matter.
Katie, I don't know how you get to work so early, and you even have time to stop at McDonald's.
It's so quick with the McDonald's app. I order and pay from home, pull into the pickup spot, and they bring my food right out. Or I can just run in and grab it from the pickup area.
I always remember the app once I'm already at McDonald's.
But that's okay. Just use it when you order at the drive-thru or inside. Open the app, get your code, and you'll earn points toward free McDonald's food. Plus, the app is loaded with daily deals.
Suddenly I'm having a Big Mac attack.
That sounds good. I'll order it from my app.
The McDonald's mobile app. I'm loving it.
We love our pets, accidents and messes included, and Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect Carpet helps you love them even more with protection from everyday messes and odors. Shaw Pet Perfect Flooring from Williams Floor Covering features built-in protection from stains, fading, and pet hair. Make tails wag with Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect, designed for you, perfect for your pet. Right now, save $2 a yard on Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect styles only at Williams Floor Covering, 122 South Worcester Avenue by the bridge in Dover.
New Philadelphia trailing Jackson 14-7 in this Division III Region 11 opening round matchup. The 8 seed versus the 9 seed. Bill Morgan always serious when things unfold in this lengthy of a fashion down on the field.
Well, and we always know that the medical professionals, trainers on both teams, and they're going to bring a stretcher out onto the field. I heard the Jackson broadcasters mentioning they saw that the player that is down, he's somewhere in the 80s in
88.
terms of his number. They exercise the utmost caution, and they're probably trying to stabilize his head. They'll put a neck brace on. The Holzer Medical Clinic, which is the closest hospital here in Jackson. He'll probably be taken there. It looks like his dad probably out there on the field. So that is going on. I think Dr. Moore from New Philadelphia is out there to see if he can provide of any assistance.
And Bill, you mentioned Holzer. Now, they're sponsored the stadium here as well. This is Holzer Field, if I'm not mistaken,
I
correct?
think you've got it. Alumni Stadium, Holzer Field. They're putting the backboard up onto the stretcher itself.
And certainly we'll do our best to keep listeners and watchers informed. As any information we get, we will pass along. And a lot of this, as we know, certainly big precautions.
Maybe we can check in with Ryan McClellan. Ryan, what are you seeing in terms of what's happening down on the field?
Yeah, guys, they're wrapping his arm here. From what they understood, they think it's an upper arm towards the collarbone. When he got in that scuffle at the end there, he landed actually on his arm. So they're just doing precautions like you guys talked about, getting the stretcher out, wrapping his arm, making sure he's responding and everything like that.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Of course, those sideline reports brought to you all evening long, like they've been all season long, courtesy of Country Club Rehabilitation Campus in Dover. They feature great amenities, including 2 restaurants, an outdoor courtyard, pond, ice cream shop, billiards lounge, 3-story atrium. It just makes it feel less like a senior living facility, makes it feel like home. Schedule a tour today online at Country Club Retirement Campus. .com. We're going to take a moment here while they continue to tend to him on the field and give you an in-game cartoons score update with some of the local scores of playoff action going on from around our area. We'll lead off with the Tornadoes leading Granville 19-0 in third quarter action, and a game also happening on WJER. Indian Valley is up on Heath 40-0. Massillon leading Licking Heights 21-6. It's Ridgewood and Mechanicsburg tied at 14. Carrollton trailing Tri-Valley 36-6. Newcomerstown holding on to a slim lead 16-14 over Grove City Christian. Strasburg trailing Eastern 24-6. And looking for one last score. There it is. Garraway on top of Lakeview in the third quarter, 28-14. Those scores all service of cartoons. They're your local headquarters and your experts for all things remote start and aftermarket when it comes to your cars, trucks, and ATVs. Call Cartoons and Accessories at 339-2006. You can find them in the plaza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia. Let's take one more timeout. When we come back, we hope to get you back to third quarter action. Quakers trailing 14-7, 3:07 remaining in the period. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Consider Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover for all of your senior care living needs. Country Club offers assisted living, skilled nursing, rehabilitation, and long-term care. They are also the only facility in Tuscarawas County offering respiratory and ventilator care. Country Club was thoughtfully designed to ensure residents felt comfortable in their own home and features many special touches that make it more than just an assisted living and rehab facility. Tours are always available, so call them to schedule one today. Online at countryclubretirementcampus.com.
You have to refresh to be fresh. And at Subway, they're always evolving to serve up craveable food and a great workplace. Subway is committed to nurturing talent and growing careers. Whether you'd like to become a part-time sandwich artist or if you're looking for a career in management, Subway wants to meet you. Subway's mission is to fuel your potential with competitive wages, flexible hours, opportunities for benefits, even a meal plan to keep you feeling fresh and full. Apply today by visiting Subway.com and clicking on Careers.
Welcome back to Alumni Stadium at Jackson, Ohio. Quakers trailing the Ironmen 14-7. They're still tending to an injured Jackson player.
And Denny, not to be unsympathetic to the situation or anything like that. But whether you're Mike Johnston in New Philadelphia or Andy Hall in Jackson, once this young man, they get him on the stretcher and get him over to the ambulance, they've got to come back out and play football. And obviously the Jackson players leading this game 14-7, that may not be forefront in their mind right now. That's their friend, that's their buddy, that's their teammate. Having said all that, they have to come out and play the game. And the same story true for New Philadelphia, although they don't know that young man, they've got to come right back out and play football. And if you've never been in that situation, some people, well, you just go back out there and snap. It's not quite that easy, not that easy at all. So we'll see from a mental focus perspective which one of these teams does a better adjustment in fighting off this delay.
It's going to be 1st and 10 New Philadelphia football from their own 18-yard line. They trail 14-7. And, Bill, I don't know if they're not going to give a little period of warm-up as the temperatures now dip below 50 degrees, and these two teams have been standing just watching the action here for several minutes. It's not like you're in between plays and you're constantly on the move. So we'll see what the actions are going to be by the officials.
Well, here's one of the challenges. They did not have a squad on site. We see a squad coming down the hill from the backside entrance to Alumni Stadium. So they will more than likely now get him up on the stretcher and over to the squad. One thing to note from an X's and O's perspective, on the kickoff, New Philadelphia seeing that they had kicked the ball, they being Jackson, away from CJ, big play, CJ Denny, as you have appropriately labeled him. New Philadelphia flipped CJ to the opposite side of the field, and Andy Hall, he's a little bit smarter than that. He still kicked it back to the opposite side of the field where they had been kicking all night to Colston Fox.
Bill, and it really becomes just as simple as saying, don't kick it to number 9.
Right.
We've got a kickoff set to the left or kickoff set to the right or a squib kick down the middle, but we're not kicking to number 9, and that's exactly how it's been going.
And appropriately, Denny, you hear crowds on both sides applauding as they wheel that young man off the field. And now we are going to see Jackson run down to the opposite end of the field to get warmed up a little bit perhaps. Meanwhile, New Philadelphia still huddled around their fourth-year head coach and Mike Johnson.
And they've just announced there will be a 2-minute period for these teams to warm back up after standing around, and that clock is starting now. We're going to take a timeout here. When we come back, we will resume play in the third quarter. New Philadelphia will start with the football at their own 18-yard line. They trail 14-7, and we'll have that for you right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Life is full of milestones: getting married, purchasing a vehicle, having children, buying a home, opening a business, planning for retirement. The list goes on, and you can enjoy these special moments even more knowing you're covered by the Hanhart Insurance Agency. Life, auto, home, disability, business, they have plans to protect you throughout all your milestones. Hanhart Insurance on West 3rd Street in downtown Dover, a trusted name in insurance for more than 100 years.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
When you think flowers for all your special occasions, think Pam's Posies on the Boulevard, across from the hospital. Pam's makes birthdays, anniversaries, and your special moments so much brighter because flowers lift spirits and deliver smiles. For unique designs with style, beauty, and elegance every time, shop local, shop quality, shop Pam's Posies on the Boulevard. Online at pamsposies.com. That's pamsposies.com.
14-7. New Philadelphia trailing Jackson. Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan with you from high atop Alumni Stadium here in Jackson. In the warmer confines of the press box, the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studios tonight. 1st and 10 Quakers. Quakers will start with it at the 18. Tyson will line up as the pistol back behind Fossil. CJ split left. Fossil's going to look that way and fire. He's got CJ at the 25, breaks the tackle, 30-yard line, 31-yard line. 1st and 10, New Philadelphia. Carter Watson, rather, on the catch. And for the 3rd time in as many weeks, Carter with another big play in the passing game. 1st and 10 Quakers. Now this is Carlisle. He's in that orbit motion. He's going to get a toss sweep. He was going to toss it back, but decided to tuck it. He's going to lose 5 yards in the process. Bill, you could see by the way he was struggling to get a handle on the football. He knew he didn't have the right grab to pull it back and then throw it to Fossil, and that's what the play looked like for sure. Wisely just kept it in hand, took the 5-yard loss, and you hopeful that that wasn't a bigger loss by something silly happening like a loose ball fumble or him throwing a silly pass down the field.
Correct, DT. Sometimes better to live to fight another down.
2nd down, 15. Fossil with the snap, ball chest high. He's flushed right. Time to throw. Now fires right side at the sideline. Long was out there, got tripped up. The flag is down, but I don't think it's down in the secondary.
They're going to call holding on New Philadelphia.
So after the pitch and catch from Fossil to Carter Watson for 1st down yardage, the Quakers now moving the other direction.
Well, the last 2 possessions for New Philadelphia, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to say things have not gone their way, and they need to take care of business here. You don't have 2nd and 25 in your playbook, so get a chunk back here.
Fossil got hammered as he threw, but he got it away to the tight end. No, that's Carson Long. My eyes saw 13. In reality, it was 12. Carson Long with a nice grab and was able to get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. Still, though, it's 3rd down and 14, so still playing from behind the sticks. Minute 30 to go in the period. Quakers trailing 14-7. Denny Trimmer and Bill Morgan with you. Our Ryan McClellan is on the sidelines. It's Long, Harriman, and Carlisle. Wide right, Carlisle in motion from right to left. Fossil with time, delivers. He's got a man downfield, pass is intercepted. Pass was picked off by Eli Ray. Fossil had time, but Bill, as he paused to step, had heat and took a shot to the ribs while he was delivering the pass, underthrew it just a little bit, and for only the 3rd time this season has been intercepted.
And you know what? That's going to happen against better teams in the playoffs. Now the Quaker defense has to respond here, Denny, and not allow Jackson to build a 2-score lead.
Faced with a short field, the Quaker D will have to step up. 1:05 to go in the frame. Jackson with the football and a 7-point lead. It's 14-7. They have it at midfield. Turn and give it to Johnson. Johnson stood up at the line of scrimmage on the Pam's Posies performance play. Vincent Magoni. Vinny stood him up.
Well, that's a pretty favorable spot.
Wow.
Give him back to the original line of scrimmage.
Normally we would make some sort of a joke about welcome to Jackson County, but Bill, we have no idea where these guys are from.
I would say they're probably not from Jackson County. The OHSAA probably prefers things at playoff time that way.
25 seconds to go. Good play action this time. Wolford now on the bootleg left, flips it out left side. He's got a man. Looked like Tucker Williams. 180-pound senior gets it ahead to the 36-yard line of the Quakers. And that'll be the last play of quarter number 3. With the score, Jackson 14, New Philadelphia 7. Back with fourth quarter action right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
It's time to level up your service with Omni Fiber's 100% fiber internet. We're expanding our network to connect more communities to the power of fiber. Enjoy premium Wi-Fi, free installation, speeds up to 2 gig, and our 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit omnifiber.com/radio to learn more. Welcome to the Fiber Hub.
Consider Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover for all of your senior care living needs. Country Club offers assisted living, skilled nursing, rehabilitation, and long-term care. They are also the only facility in Tuscarawas County offering respiratory and ventilator care. Country Club was thoughtfully designed to ensure residents felt comfortable in their own home and features many special touches that make it more than just an assisted living and rehab facility. Tours are always available, so call them to schedule one today. Online at countryclubretirementcampus.com.
Fourth quarter action getting set to get underway. Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan, Ryan McClellan with you. Glad to have you with us here on WJER.com and the live stream courtesy of our friend Joe here in the booth and Claxon Sports. Watching on the YouTube channel or WJER.com/videos. We are glad to have you with us. First down and 10, and this play is going to get stuffed. After a pickup of about 4, Vince Magoni, Boston Crowell.
Well, I would like to see the officials throw a flag for Jackson having too many guys on the field. That's the second time tonight they had a guy split out wide to one side of the field. That was Simons, number 7. And then he stepped off the field right before they snapped the ball.
We'll keep our eye on that as this thing unfolds. Double tight. Big backfield. Here's the toss to Johnson, left side, inside the 30-yard line, spinning, working now, a little pushing and shoving after the fact. No flag thrown. As we like to say, things starting to get a little chippy. Let's go down to the field. Our Ryan McClellan. Ryan, would you agree? Nodding his head in approval, Ryan McClellan does agree that things have in fact become chippy. We'll check in with him in just a little bit as well. Third down and 2. Wolford under center, turns, gives this time to Williams, and Williams scoots ahead for a first down. So Johnson with a rare break, and Tucker Williams did a nice job. Had a big catch earlier in the drive. Now, out of the running back slot, able to work it ahead for a first down carry. This would be a massive score for Jackson. Quaker defense with their biggest test of the season. Wolford fakes the toss, throws it over the middle, has a man, and it's caught for the touchdown. That's the tight end, Gavin Jones. 6'3", 225, and from 23 yards out, Jackson has seized command of this contest 20-7. So effective are the Ironmen with the running game that time they faked the dive, they faked the toss, and throw it to that big target roaming the middle of the field. Gavin Jones, the senior, with a pivotal score here. His team now leads 20-7. PAT pending. Thacker Brown puts foot to ball. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 10:39 remaining. Jackson 21. New Philadelphia 7. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
We love our pets, accidents and messes included, and Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect Carpet helps you love them even more with protection from everyday messes and odors. Shaw Pet Perfect Flooring from Williams Floor Covering features built-in protection from stains, fading, and pet hair. Make tails wag with Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect, designed for you, perfect for your pet. Right now, save $2 a yard on Shaw Floor's Pet Perfect styles only at Williams Floor Covering, 122 South Worcester Avenue by the bridge in Dover.
Well, Bill Morgan, New Philadelphia's defense has bent a lot tonight. Not often this season have they broken. That time, too good a field position for Jackson. Just a short field to navigate, and they were able to cash it out on a big play from their quarterback to their tight end.
A 2-score lead, which you were talking about, Denny, in your play-by-play that New Philadelphia was trying to prevent. And I realize that Jackson is only an 8 seed in the region, but the longer we've watched them tonight, this may be the best team they've played all year.
Very steady team. Thatcher Brown with a kick that's caught at the 4-yard line. Here comes Carlisle. 15, 20, 25-yard line. Hits the corner, 30, 35. Big play, CJ midfield where he's run out of bounds.
Well, certainly a momentum-changing play, Denny, that New Philadelphia needed desperately at this point. It's early in the fourth quarter, but now it is, as we were mentioning, a 2-score game.
Still 10:28 to go in this contest, and just what the doctor ordered, C.J. Carlisle on the Pam's Posies performance play. You can join the Pam's Posies Flower Club today. They'll set you up with beautiful fresh flower deliveries for the special occasions in your life. You'll never forget an important date again. PamsPosies.com. Miles Tyson powers ahead, gets inside the 45 down to about the 42-yard line, a pickup of 8, and Bill, he's run the ball hard all night long.
Well, this is the most extensive amount of plays we've seen him play offensively in a game this year because of the injury problems the talented junior has had. And you know what? He's capable of, when Keaton hands him the football, of going to the house at any moment.
2nd down, 2. Quakers with a tight bunch formation to the right now. Carter Watson's going to split out wide right. Fossil pitches to Carlisle. Carlisle's going to tuck and get bottled up. He's going to lose a couple. Now, that play didn't look great coming out.
Well, Mike Johnston trying to get the ball in the hands, and they did get into the hands of their big playmaker. That time it didn't work out, but at this point in the game, as the clock slides under 10 minutes to play, down by 2 scores, every possession for New Philadelphia is 4-down possession territory.
And you would think we'll start to see a little more urgency getting these plays in and using a little less play clock. Big 3rd down here. Trips left. Here's a give to Tyson on the right side. He's got the 40-yard line, and that should be enough for the 1st down. They'll put him right at the line, and that will be a 1st and 10, New Philadelphia. Miles Tyson on the carry. Under 9 minutes to go at 8:50 and counting. Quakers trailing by 2 scores.
And Denny, this may be an unofficial number, and it is. It's very unofficial. That may be New Philadelphia's first down in the second half.
You're not going to get an argument from me. 1st down and 10. There's that trip set to the left. Fossil looking that way, firing left side. He's got a man out there. It's Carlisle, and just off the outstretched fingertips. Simon's had a roll and tipping that away. Bill flag came in late on the backside of the play.
Normally where we see holding, can we do on the Quakers? And one of the challenges for everybody in this game at this point, Denny, but especially the offensive linemen, it's later in the game, you're tired, and where you might normally get a solid push or a shove, you might grab a jersey late in the game when you're tired. Quakers got caught that time. Now 1st and 20 for the Quakes.
And, Bill, a lot of these guys going both ways. So when you look who's on that right side, Jackson Corns has played the entire game on the line, both sides. Pitch and catch. Caught at the 45-yard line. Watson works it ahead to the 40-yard line. He got the penalty yardage back.
Well, in that time, the junior, as he got to the right sideline, which is the Jackson home sideline, I thought Denny did a great job hanging on to that football. He was getting ripped at and poked at as they tried to get him out of bounds. And Carter, as you mentioned, not only gaining the 10 penalty yards back, but an additional one. So it's 2nd and 9.
Pair of 11-yard grabs for the junior Carter Watson here in the second half. 7:50 and counting. Fossil's got the snap. He's going to look left, step up from pressure, and get brought down. Flag on the play. But Fossil got taken down at the 45-yard line. That would be about a 6-yard loss.
I don't know about all these holding calls all of a sudden. There's another holding call on New Philadelphia.
And that's been declined. They'll take the sack yardage and keep the down. So 3rd down and 15. Clock now winding on the official's whistle. 7:35 remaining. Quakers down 2 scores. Need to make something happen here on 3rd. 3 receivers to the left, a receiver split wide right. Fossil has to step up. He's going to get spun down. Another sack, and this time, again, Bill, pressure has been coming from that right side. That's Charlie Woodard.
Left side outside linebacker. He wasn't untouched, but barely touched as he came from the left side of the Jackson defense. The right side of that Quaker offensive line missing him. Now 4th and long. The ball is at the 46 of Jackson. The Quakers need to get it to just shy the 30 to pick up a 1st down, so just about 16 yards to go.
Scoreboard says 6:45 to go and counting. And now we'll take a timeout, but we will keep it here. 21-7, New Philadelphia trailing. Bill, they let about 30 seconds run off the clock before we finally got things stopped for the timeout. If you're Mike Johnson, I don't know if you have many plays for a 4th and 17, but if you do, what are you looking to do here if you're the red and black?
Perhaps something of the trick play variety. One of the things to remember if you're just joining us on this live video stream, the Quakers have been without Pete DiDonato, who went out and fell hard. He was having some headaches, so as a precaution, he has been out for the remainder of the game. And when you take a big play threat like Petey, and that's what he's been all year long, that's what he's been for a couple of years for New Philadelphia, you can talk all that next man up stuff that you want to, but it's hard at this level to replace a player like that. Not making excuses, but when it comes to the play call, it might change what you're able to do in a 3rd and long or 4th and long situation.
We want to thank and welcome the WTUZ listening audience, the Big Z Sports listeners at 99.9. Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan, and Ryan McClellan with you from Jackson, Ohio. We're at Alumni Stadium in Jackson, where New Philadelphia trailing by 2 scores at 21-7 with 6:43 remaining in the contest, faces 4th down and 17. Fossil with time, looking and fires, has a man. Carlisle's got it at the 30, scoots down the sideline inside the 20. 1st and 10, Quakers on a Pam's Posies performance play.
And Denny, just what Quaker fans have gotten out of this New Philadelphia team all season long. Sometimes they have played their best with their backs against the wall.
CJ does it again. Fossil delivered a fastball strike. First down, Quakers. As they're inside the Pets Place red zone, flag on the play as Fossil gets drugged down at the 20. That would be about the third holding penalty on this drive, and I don't know, fifth or sixth this half. Also, it feels, we've had so many holding calls, it feels like an early season game with a weird call, like it's been a point of emphasis. Hey guys, you got to start watching for this.
Well, one of the things we talked about with our commercial and savings bank keys to the game, avoid penalties. Specifically here in the second half, Denny, the Quakers haven't done that, and it's been a problem.
Bill R. Ryan McClellan reporting that Carson Long out of the contest as well. We see Aiden Matthews in the game at one of the wideout spots. So the Quakers down 2 playmakers. We see T.R. Harriman and Aiden Matthews out there at a couple of the wideout spots. Pass incomplete that time from Fossil. Second down and 20.
And it all depends on, what kind of a fan, what kind of a listener you are. Cup is half full, cup is half empty guy. There's a long way to go in this game.
Absolutely. 6-12 and counting. Fox in the backfield with Fossil. Fossil fires left side end zone. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Big play. C.J. Carlisle was flirting with the back line of the end zone and hauled it in. Bill, the home crowd beneath us incensed, asking for a holding call.
Well, they haven't got enough of those in this half.
I'm looking in the back of the end zone. Did Carlisle run into the fence?
I think he did.
Not a lot of room back there to run once you get past the boundary. The back line of the end zone is the double thick TV-style painted white line. But then you're right up against a chain-link fence. And Carlisle slammed into it pretty hard. Went up high to get the ball, hauled it in, and then arena football style went into the wall.
And just eyeballing it, Denny, it's more than 5 yards to that fence, but it's no way it's 10.
It's not 10.
No.
And there's no seating over there, so it is as tight as we're describing it. And you can kind of see that from the feed on our video stream. 6:03 to go. The Quakers have answered with a score of their own. 21-13. Noah Coletti's point after forthcoming. Aiden Matthews now will hold in place of Carson Long. Matthews calls for it, gets the snap, puts the hold down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 6:03 to go in this contest. New Philadelphia cuts it to a 1-score deficit. They trailed 21-7. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Since 1912, people have enjoyed the delicious taste of Troyer's Trail Bologna. Whether it's off the ring, on a sandwich, or with cheese and crackers, one thing is for sure, you know it will be delicious. Troyer's Trail Bologna, 5 generations and over 110 years of quality and tradition. Look for Troyer's Trail Bologna at your local grocery store and check them out online at troyerstrail.com. Good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
Well, Bill Morgan, the Quakers were in a back-against-the-wall do-or-die scenario, and they did for the time being, did everything they could do, got back on the scoreboard, cut it to a 1-score game on an impressive scoring drive.
10 plays, 50 yards. It took on the clock 4 minutes and 25 seconds, and New Philadelphia right back in this contest.
Great catch that time, and Keaton Fossil, give him credit here as well, because he has been under some intense heat, especially in the second half. Took a shot after that throw as well, but delivered a strike to the back of the end zone where Carlisle hauled it in for the score. 21-14 Jackson. This assignment trips over the 17-yard line.
Well, one of the things that happens in these situations, sometimes late at night, the fields get a little bit slick, and maybe as talented as we've seen Simons for Jackson making plays on both sides of the ball, maybe he just slipped out there on the turf.
He's been so good. And good news for the Quakers. That's going to pin Jackson in some pretty average starting field position here. They've enjoyed good starting field position much of the night. 1st and 10, Ironmen from their own 17-yard line. The handoff deep to Johnson. Johnson surging ahead now, looking like Jerome Bettis, carrying 4 tacklers. Jackson Rice seeing time now.
With the injury to Carson Long, the injury to Pete DiDonato.
Keaton Fossil, Aiden Matthews also aiding on the stop. It took every part of everything they had. Clock running, 5:40 to go in the contest. Quakers trailing by a score, need a stop, need the football back. Ironmen are going to do this, double tight, power I formation. Here's a toss sweep. This is Johnson. He's got the 30, 35-yard line. Gets up to about the 38-yard line. Call it the 37 on the spot of the football. 2nd down for the Ironmen. 5:10 to go. Clock still ticking. And we've got a whistle to stop the clock.
Another Quaker down. That's Jackson Rice, who had come in to fill in for guys already injured in the secondary, and Carson Long and Pete DiDonato.
Oh, Todd Steele and Dr. Moore out there, along with the athletic trainer from Jackson. Bill, we're going to keep it here during the break. 5:08 remaining in the contest.
We also want to send a hello, Denny, you mentioned it a few minutes ago, to the great listeners of 99.9 WTUZ. And coming up at the conclusion of this game, Adam Saweski and Chris Kale and Roger Metzger and their wildly talented post-game staff.
It's my favorite show.
Well, it's your favorite show because you'd like to be in the East High studios. My understanding is they have a fabulous post-game spread there.
We had a fabulous pregame spread.
Courtesy of one of our bosses.
Thank you, Jared.
Yes.
Amy, just in case you were wondering, he did say to bring the receipt. So I'm not going to give you the receipt and just throw my hands up in the air. We did have approval.
He didn't say he was going to reimburse you for the receipt. He just said bring the receipt back.
Yeah, this is true. Also want to thank Peg Range for delivering some of her famous monster cookies to the press box.
By the way, one of our many viewers on the live stream, former Quaker Brent Ricklick, who is watching his younger brother, CC, out on the field. So hello to Brent, viewing and listening in the fine Commonwealth of Pennsylvania somewhere.
It's going to be 2nd down and 2. Rice up and walking.
Now
over towards the Quaker sideline.
C.J. Carlisle now into play in the secondary DT. Back there at C.J. Keaton Fossil.
On something we haven't brought up that Ryan McClellan tipped us off too early. CJ not feeling well at the start of this game. Has had cold symptoms throughout the day. Not feeling himself.
He doesn't have time to think about that right now.
No. 2nd down and 2. That double tight power I formation they're going to give to the up man this time. And busting ahead for the 1st down, Tucker Williams.
And good thing C.J. Carlisle was back there. That would have been a Jackson to the house touchdown run.
4:40 and counting. Clock ticking.
Well, and Jackson wisely, and Denny, you kind of mentioned this a few moments ago. They're taking their sweet time getting to the line of scrimmage. The clock ticking, that's in their favor, and for now, the scoreboard in their favor.
48-yard line of the Quakers. It's going to be 4-10 before they get the snap. Johnson, it's hit in the backfield, but plows through Brody Gillen, continues to push ahead inside the 45 to the 44-yard line for a gain of 4 yards. Took a shot, Bill, but bounced right off. That is as sturdy as of our runners we've seen in some time.
Well, and when you're 6'2" and 220 and you can tote the ball like that young man can, he's going to be difficult to bring down. I don't care if you're the Quakers. I don't care if you're Chillicothe, who Jackson played last week, or Ironton that they played earlier in the season. That is a very talented high school football player.
Well, here's Johnson again. Going to have first down carry just across the 40-yard line, inside the 40 to the 39, 38-yard line. Ironton going to take their time. 3:12 on the clock. They lead by a score at 21-14. Let's take a Cartoons scoreboard update. Dover 33, Granville nothing. Looks like the Tornadoes are advancing. In fact, that is a final now. Another final. Indian Valley 40, Heath 15. Ridgewood 28, Mechanicsburg 21. Bill?
I was just going to say, the Braves busting out the whooping stick in Janaden.
They are good. Tucker Williams gets the carry. Dives inside the 45 to the 44, 43-yard line. Miles Tyson on the tackle, 2:25 remaining. Jackson 21, New Philadelphia 14. Do the Quakers have a stop in them?
Well, and not only a stop, but at this point in time, and you don't have to be defensive coordinator Seth Watson or head coach Mike Johnson, you got to get in there and punch and grab at that ball, and hopefully it comes loose as we approach 2 minutes to play.
Double tight, power eye. Wolford, toss sweep, Johnson right side. Johnson bounces. Johnson has the 30-yard line inside the 30. He's going to get near the first down marker. Won't have it, though. Going to get caught up at the 27-yard line. Jackson Corns, among others, in there on the stop. And, Bill, they will give him the marker. He did get to the marker. 1st and 10.
Given they only have 2 remaining, but the Quakers are going to have to start utilizing timeouts.
Now 1:35 and counting. Jackson not even breaking the huddle till there are 8 seconds left on the play clock. They'll keep it simple, come out double tight, power eye. Give to the up man, Tucker Williams. Williams brought down. After a gain of a few, Mike Johnson gets the officials' attention for that timeout. Timeout on the field with 1:18 to go. New Philadelphia trailing Jackson 21-14. We will keep it here in the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studios. Denny Trimmer and Bill Morgan with you. We want to thank our friends Dan and Ruth Long for being with us all season long. They haven't been in the game rotation with us. It was good to have them join the crew this year, Bill. I know you're a big Dan fan, and he helped us out with some preseason swag to make us look good with those great-looking camouflage hats.
Well, and you know what? All the credit in the world to Dan. But I got to be honest. I knew Ruth before I knew Dan. So I'm giving credit to Ruth tonight. Dan, a great guy, but my credit tonight to Ruth Long.
Ruth Long, clearly the brains of that operation.
I did not say that.
Well, I think we knew where you were going with it.
Well, don't you drag me down into the rabbit hole you're digging, my friend.
Never.
Now, from a mathematical perspective here, Denny, the Quakers do have 1 timeout remaining, and should Jackson get a first down on this play, the game's over because they can effectively just kneel down a couple of times and wrap it up.
And you're not going to see anything fancy from the Ironmen right here. 2nd down. They're going to turn and give it to the up man, Tucker Williams. Williams ahead of the 20 to the 15-yard line. Inside the 15-yard line. And the Ironmen have effectively salted this game away. Now, a couple of their big boys were giving it a little extra. Now we've seen a couple of late flags of the unsportsmanlike variety.
I think we may see offsetting because one of them was thrown by an official who was standing near the Quakers. Either way, it doesn't matter too much because with Jackson picking up that first down.
Well, and here's where we've gotten on the depth charts. Lincoln Murphy is going to check in at safety for Keaton Fossil.
Well, the Quakers were called both ways. Unsportsmanlike 2 different times. Obviously, you can't take them both, but.
So Vincent Magoni got tied up with one of the big heifers up front for the Ironmen.
Well, and the Quakers are going to call a timeout here. The reason they call timeout, Mike Johnston is going to call his guys over, which he's doing now, standing on the 20-yard line at the number, saying, hey, this is how we're going to finish this. We're not going to get in the middle of all that. You have had one heck of a season. That's probably not the verbiage he's using, but we're not going to end it in any other way other than the classy way we like to play football.
So with a minute 13 remaining, it looks like Jackson is going to be able to ice this game. They'll have the ball first and goal at the 3. They lead 21-14 as it stands. A couple of unsportsmanlike penalties on the Quakers here. You can hear the Jackson Pep Band off to our left. They're looking to advance. Bill, it's probably going to be Columbus Bishop Watterson, the number 1 seed in this region that awaits them.
So if you're Andy Hall down on the Jackson sideline, your wheels are already turning, saying, I'm thrilled to win this game, but now I got to go to Columbus and play Watterson?
It's not going to get easier next week.
No, it is not. The quarterback, Wolford.
He's going to get in a victory formation here, take the snap and take a knee.
Well, the scoreboard shows the Quakers have a timeout, but they don't. That scoreboard number has been incorrect on the timeouts most of the night.
Bill, with a minute left and this clock's going to roll. 21-14 is going to be our final. So many people to thank that have not only sponsored, but you and I get a great kick out of hearing from people that are listening to these contests. We get texts and messages all game long, every week from folks, and we truly appreciate you for whether you're watching the feed with us, courtesy of Claxon, or listening online or listening on air, wherever you're hearing or following this game at. We've enjoyed bringing you Quaker football this season. There's a knee for the last play of the game. That'll do it. 14 seconds. Now 10, and that's going to be the final score. New Philadelphia will fall in the Division III regional opener, 21-14 to Jackson. Their fine season coming to a close at 7-4. We're going to break here. When we come back, we will have our post-game thoughts. Why are fans booing?
No idea, Trey.
I just work here. 21-14 the final. We'll have our post-game thoughts, our Subway player of the game, and our Kemp Insurance post-game stat report. All of that up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Since 1912, people have enjoyed the delicious taste of Troyer's Trail Bologna. Whether it's off the ring, on a sandwich, or with cheese and crackers, one thing is for sure, you know it will be delicious. Troyer's Trail Bologna, 5 generations and over 110 years of quality and tradition. Look for Troyer's Trail Bologna at your local grocery store and check them out online at TroyersTrail.com. Good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
We are the Tyson family, and we would like to invite you to come visit your Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Fall is in the air, and there's never been a better time to try the delicious, mouth-watering, deep dish pizza at Little Caesars. Pair your pizza with the crazy bread, crazy sauce, and a 2-liter of Pepsi, and Little Caesars is your one-stop for your game day party. Delicious pizza, mouth-watering wings, zesty cheese breads, crisp made daily salads, crazy bread, and more.
Come visit us at Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
New Philadelphia's season coming to a close. They fall 21-14 at Jackson. Bill, a game that just was disjointed from the start. They really couldn't find a rhythm. When they could march, they would get stuffed back with penalties. They had an unfortunate turnover. They didn't do that all season long, and that interception from Keaton Fossil late in the game set up the third touchdown from Jackson, and that proved to be too much tonight.
Well, even with all of that in mind on the unfortunate or the challenging side, the Quakers down at 21-7, Denny. Early in the fourth quarter, they did not give up. They went on a 10-play drive covering 50 yards that ate up 4 minutes and 25 seconds of clock time, capped off by a 29-yard Keaton Fossil touchdown pass to C.J. Carlisle. Cut it to a score, but simply couldn't get any closer. A great effort by the Quakers, especially for the most of the second half. Down Pete DiDonato, then down Carson Long. They battled, just not quite enough in the end.
21-14 is our final score. New Philadelphia ends their season at a fine 7-4 mark. They won 5 straight games, including defeating rival Dover handily in Week 10 to earn the 9 spot here, and just fell to a tough Jackson team. Bill, I'd put them on par with any team we saw this year. We saw Steubenville play. We saw Ashland play. A couple of good teams. I'd put Jackson right up there.
Well, Jackson has been a very solid program for sure over the years under Coach Andy Hall, and even certainly before that. So you know what? Just about everybody's season in the OHSAA when it comes to football ends with a loss. The Quakers, unfortunately, having that happen tonight, but tremendous effort. Not only tonight, let's be, I guess, realist, Denny. When this team was 2-3, if somebody would have told the average Quaker fan, you're going to fish 7-3, you're going to beat Dover, you're going to get to the playoffs, I think a lot of people might have chuckled at that point, but the Quakers did that.
Quakers did that for sure, and put up a good front tonight against a very strong, now 9-2 Jackson team. Jackson advancing to Week 12. We're going to check in with our Ryan McClellan. Ryan, what do you have down there for us, friend?
Yeah, I'm trying to get Coach Johnston here real quick. A lot of emotions from the seniors, as you can expect. Coach Johnston, you got a second real quick? Okay, guys, I got Coach Johnston here. Coach, what an impressive year you had. Not the outcome that you wanted, but you like you said earlier, you got your team never quit fighting tonight.
No, they didn't. I'm proud of the way that they compete. It's a good group of seniors that were able to compete and give us opportunities throughout the whole course of the year, and some of them leave, I think, quite a legacy here at New Philadelphia. And then part of that legacy is just their willingness and their eagerness to compete and fight and claw, and that's one of the reasons I'm so proud of them. This is never the way you want to go out, and it's very frustrating to go out. But the reality is everybody goes out except the state champs. But I'm proud of the way our guys competed. It was a physical, violent football game, and we were a physical and violent football team. And we're going to miss a lot of these guys.
Yeah, Coach, I thank you every week for being who you are and giving us the time. I know this is a very emotional night, so I'm going to let you go enjoy this with your seniors one last time.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the coverage. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Denny. Up to you guys.
Our Ryan McClellan on the sidelines tonight, brought to you all season long. Certainly tonight did another great job, and our thanks to the Country Club Rehabilitation Campus for bringing you those sideline reports all season long. New Philadelphia falls tonight 21-14. Their season comes to a close with a 7-4 record. We will take time here. When we come back, we'll have our Subway Player of the Game. We'll give you the Kemp Insurance post-game stats. That's all up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Begin your transformational experience at Kent State University at Tuscarawas, where you will feel a sense of purpose, community, and belonging. Create your own path and choose from 30 bachelor's, associate, and certificate programs. Kent State Tuscarawas is home to 8 USCAA Division II men's and women's athletic teams, 19 active student clubs and organizations, and a community dedicated to helping you succeed in achieving your educational goals. Stay close to home and spend less at Kent State Tuscarawas. You belong here.
Are you in the market for a new car or truck? Insurance rates vary greatly from car to car. So if you're in the market for a new car, light truck, or sport utility vehicle, it pays to call the Hanhart Insurance Agency first for a quote. Find out what it will cost you to put your new vehicle on the road before you buy. The Hanhart Insurance Agency, a trusted name for over 100 years, on West 3rd Street in Dover.
We'll be there when you need us. Hanhart Insurance.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
The Hennis Care Center family has job opportunities for qualified candidates. Hennis in Bolivar and in Dover is now hiring STNAs along with other positions. Hennis is proud to offer competitive wages, generous health and life insurance benefits, shift flexibility, 401k, meals during shifts, paid personal time, and more. When you work with Hennis, you become part of the family. Apply in person at Hennis in Bolivar or Dover, or apply online at henniscarecenter.com.
If you're looking to make someone smile or brighten a day, call the floral experts at Pam's Posies. Pam's delivers beautiful, fresh bouquets daily for any occasion. Visit Pam's on the Boulevard across from the hospital. You can grab and go unique designs from their large 15-foot cooler. They also have houseplants, gifts, seasonal decor, boutique items, and so much more. Get unique designs with beauty and elegance every time at PamsPosies.com. That's PamsPosies.com.
When it comes to one of the most important transactions of your life, you need a team that understands you. Republic State Mortgage. Proudly supporting our local community, Republic State Mortgage specializes in FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans to help you find your way home. Call 330-339-4335 today. Republic State Mortgage, 1234 4th Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. Building relationships one home at a time.
NMLS number 211540. NMLS ID 62411. An equal housing lender.
Pets Place in New Philadelphia is your locally owned leader in pet supply and wellness. As your local pet store, they get to know you and your pet on a personal level. They focus on the health and wellness of your pet because they know how much they mean to you and your family. The experienced staff at Pets Place are always on hand to offer expert advice and recommend the best products for you. See them today at 118 Commercial Avenue Southwest in New Philadelphia. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 8, Saturday and Sunday 9 to 6. You can also visit at petsplaceohio.com or on Facebook.
Subway refreshed their ingredients, then their menu, and now they're slicing their meats fresh. That means fresh sliced turkey, fresh sliced ham, and 2 Deli Hero subs. Try the Titan Turkey and the Home Run Ham, each piled high with double the cheese and more meat. Order your Deli Hero sub with freshly sliced deli meats today. And be sure to try all the subs on the refreshed Subway Series menu. Subway's tastiest menu upgrade yet.
And welcome back to Jackson Alumni Stadium, where New Philadelphia's season comes to an end by falling to the Ironmen 21-14 in a Division III opening regional matchup. Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan, Ryan McClellan with you. Bill, it's time for our Subway Player of the Game, and you look down at the stats, and we do this too often. It's just you look who jumps out of the stats, but really a couple of pivotal plays when we give our Subway Player of the Game to C.J. Carlisle. He had 5 catches for $118. His touchdown catch was crazy as he had to go up the ladder to get it and then got slammed into the fence afterwards. He had the big kickoff return to set up that touchdown. Had a laying on his back catch in the first half that would have set up a score, but the Quakers couldn't punch it in. And boy, you look back at that opportunity missed. Right at the half, at the 1 yard line, couldn't get it done. But C.J. Carlisle, in a game where big players made big plays on both sides, C.J. did it the most for the Red and Black.
Well, he did an outstanding job. A couple of other players with big games tonight. Keaton Fossil helped to lead this team, as he has done all season long. But you can only pick one guy, and certainly C.J.'s performance, one to remember. And the other bit of good news on that front for the Quaker fans, DT, he'll be back next year.
He is going to be the foundation of what you bring back in terms of skill and talent for next season, no doubt about it. Congratulations to Big Play CJ, Caleb Carlisle, our Subway Player of the Game. New Philadelphia falling to Jackson 21-14. We'll be back with the Kemp Insurance post-game stat report right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
The Quaker season comes to an end, falling 21-14 at Jackson in this Division III Region 11 opening round matchup. Denny Trimmer, Bill Morgan with you from the Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studios. And as a part of our post-game show, it's time for the Kemp Insurance post-game stat report, a service of Don and Nathan Kemp and their team at Kemp Insurance on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia. Here with a look at those numbers is our Bill Morgan.
Denny, thanks so much. A quick look at the team numbers. New Philadelphia had 201 total yards. 213 of those came through the air. So if you're a mathematician, you know that means they got negative yardage on the ground tonight. Credit the good Jackson defense for that. New Philadelphia 13 first downs. They went 4 of 11 on third down, 2 of 3 on fourth down in this contest, and they had 1 turnover. For winning Jackson, 323 total yards of offense, 116 through the air, 207 on the ground. They had 19 first downs and did not turn the football over. We'll take a timeout, hear from the great folks at Kemp Insurance, come back and run down some of the individual numbers. New Philadelphia season coming to a close, falling to Jackson in the playoffs 21-14 on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
To be a success in football, it takes a team effort, a smart coach, a take-charge starting lineup, and cooperation. Nathan and Don Kemp and the team at Kemp Insurance are dedicated to providing a strong lineup of plans for a winning future. Let Kemp Insurance provide you with all-star coverage for your auto, home, farm, business, and life. For a secure financial future, get the winning team at Kemp Insurance on your side. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
You're listening to the Kemp Insurance final New Philadelphia post-game stat report of the year. Taking a look at the Quaker offensive numbers, they were all on the positive side through the air. Keaton Fossil completing 15 of 21 for 213 yards and a touchdown. Keaton also had a rushing touchdown on that 1-yard plunge on a 4th down play. Also in the rushing department, Miles Tyson carried the ball 6 times for 24 yards for a long of 8 in the contest. Meanwhile, receiving our Subway player of the game, C.J. Carlisle, 5 catches for 118 yards. Also, 4 catches for Carson Long for 45 yards on the night. So our Kemp Insurance post-game stat report, a service of Don and Nathan Kemp and all the great people at Kemp Insurance, East High Avenue in New Philadelphia. They're always happy to give you a free quote on all of your insurance needs, DT, at Kemp Insurance.
Well, that's going to close this chapter of Quaker football, Bill. It was great being back in the booth with you, to be sure. A lot of positives you can pull. And you look at a great career from a multi-year starter in Keaton Fossil moving along. You've got a guy now coming in with a little seasoning in Parker Rieger, who's got to taste the Friday night lights and had some success doing it. You bring back C.J. Carlisle and what he can give you, what he's going to have to give you next year on both sides of the football and on the special team side of things. So you've got pieces and parts in place. It's going to be always fun to see how Mike Johnson and the group retools and puts guys in different spots and who's going to kind of come to the top and be that version of next year's the guy. But I look forward to doing that with you and with Ryan and with our combined sports forces, WJER and WTUZ. It was a fun season, buddy.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. And we'll look forward to having Ryan McClellan, who did a great job all throughout the course of the season on the sidelines. He may have frozen tonight. We'll give you a full report, maybe on the Big Z Sports postgame show, about whether or not Ryan will recover from that time down on the sidelines. And hey, don't go anywhere, because coming up, it's the Big Z Sports postgame show. We got Adam Saweski, we got Roger Metzger, we got Chris Kale. They're going to talk about all the results from tonight, who the winning teams from our area will play next week. And coming up with Big Z, we'll tell you about next week's play-by-play coverage with both the Big Z team and the WJER team as well.
But for Ryan, for Bill, for Claxon's Joe, who helped keep the stream afloat while we were struggling with some difficulties tonight, I'm Denny Trimmer. I want to thank you all for listening, not just tonight, but all season long. We certainly value having you out there. Just us being able to bring these games to you is of great enjoyment to us, but knowing that you're out there and listening and enjoying it, it means a ton. So thank you for being with us tonight and this season. I want to wish you all a very good night now, and we will join the Big Z Sports Show that's already in progress.
Well, you know, some we thought.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community
You've been
isn't
listening
just a slogan.
to high school
It's how we
football
do business
action
each and
with
every
your
day.
new
I'm
Philadelphia
Corey Parker,
Quakers.
Mobile Mortgage Lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
You've been listening to high school football action with your new Philadelphia Quakers on the Big Z Sports Network on WJER Radio, online at WJER.com, and on the WJER mobile app. Special features in tonight's game included the Coach's Corner Show, sponsored by Williams Floor Covering, Sugar Valley Meats, Smartway Communications, and Wood Electric, the First Federal Community Bank Football Forecast, the Commercial and Savings Bank Keys to the Game, the Wendy's Starting Lineup, The National Anthem, sponsored by VFW Post 1445. The Gilland Auto Body Coin Toss. Play-by-play coverage brought to you by Hanhart Insurance. The Tuscarawas County YMCA Kickoff. Make the Call, sponsored by McInturf Realty. The Pam's Posies Performance Play. The Modern Menswear Halftime Report. The Kemp Insurance Stat Report. The Game and Scoring Summary, sponsored by Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital. The Pets Place Red Zone. The Country Club Rehabilitation Campus Sideline Report. The Kent State Tuscarawas Scoreboard Update. The Republic State Mortgage Mobile Studio. The Smith Dairy Bueller's Power Up. The Cartoons and Accessories In-Game Score Update. And the Subway Player of the Game. Other sponsors included Hennis Care Center, Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics, Little Caesars Pizza, Connolly Hillier & Welch Title Services, Solid Rock Photos, McDonald's, Cox Insurance and Financial Services, Michael's Restaurant, Omni Fiber, Troyer's Trail Bologna, Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, Kua Refinishing, and Henry Heating, Cooling and Plumbing. Tune in tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for Sports Talk with Bill Hammerstrom and Roger Metzger for an in-depth look at tonight's gridiron action from around the Valley. And right now, stay tuned as we rejoin the Big Z Sports Show on our sister station, WGUZ. For the best Quaker coverage all season long, keep your radio tuned to Big Z Sports on WJER. We are the combined sports voices of the Valley.